welcome everybody. My name's Ed. This is my channel, and we are locked in for tonight. Sorry I missed you last week. The panel and I were going through some things, and we are back. We're strong, and we are good. I guess we have a lot of catching up to do since we missed last week, but we're going to go through it. We're going to get to it. We're going to evaluate the parts that we've got to get to so far, and talk about what we see going forward. Before we get into it, let's bring in the panel, starting with my co-host, Lisa.
Hi, everybody. Glad to be back.
Dee.
I'm hyper. I had so much to say. Let's go.
Colleen.
Hey everybody, we have so much to talk about tonight. We missed y'all last week and looking forward to tonight.
Meow.
Meow! Welcome back, Evden. We're back for the show this week. I look forward to all the chats.
All right. Okay, so I guess where should we start? I guess we should start with where. Let's start with this episode that we just watched tonight. It's fresh in everyone's head. Let's go there, and then we can dive back in the past.
Well,
to see how we got to this point.
can we just maybe start from the beginning, because then people won't understand.
The wall comp.
The big wall comp, the comp that people wait forever and says they're going to win it, but whoops, falls off the wall. Just saying.
Okay, it sounds like we'll start at the wall comp then. So we have the HOH competition, the wall comp from last Thursday. They go through the events. Let's pass it off to. Dee, I guess you had us going there. Go ahead and tell us about the wall, what you thought of it, and we'll go around the panel a little bit to see everyone's reactions to it.
Oh, it started, it's comfortable. It's different because there was some plaque, some piece of wood on top of you in the middle and lower, right? So it was easier to grab on for big guys.
Okay.
And it was different. Usually we just have the hand holder in certain areas, right? But I think it was fair for more people to participate this time, to hang on longer. As usual, they get water and dripped and spat with colors and stuff like that. And it lasts at least a bit of an hour before some people start to fall, and two of them fell off right off the bat, and then Ashley and Will came off, perfectly fine. They walked through HO and, they were fine. But then thinking not too long after that, someone, I don't know if we have the video about that, but I'm sure we do. And Mrs. Morgan took a bad fall off the wall. The famous person that said she was going to win this competition. We've been waiting all season long for this woman to hang on for dear life. You're going to have to remove me from this wall before I fall. Well, guess what? The wall took you off, lady, because you fell right off your head.
Oh, did we
have the footage? Do we have the sound of this? Do we have the point? Do you have anything for me there, Ed?
Say that again.
You have the video I have? Like, I gave a video to
It was kind of impossible to add it to StreamYard.
Okay, that's okay. But
I
could tell you exactly how she did it. Like, well, fuck. That's what she said. Like, oh fuck.
Okay,
before she
literally on her head. Literally on her head. So
Needless to say, it wasn't the most graceful exit.
So it sounds like Morgan was hyping herself up, ready for this wall competition, and she fell short. Is that kind of where
she fell hard?
Going with that?
She fell pretty hard. She fell a little bit higher and hard. But
not to interject, but as a reminder, and I don't know if you I know that you've missed some of this, Ed, but they had to call the paramedics, whatever the version of the paramedics is for them. They had to call in medical, kind of like they would do on Survivor, you know, when something
Jasmine.
goes
Oh,
awry.
girl.
They cut the
No,
feeds right when
Morgan.
she fell. They cut the feeds right
Yeah,
after
they got
that.
the feeds, and then we
Just
found
like
out.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
They had to
Yep,
call in
yep.
medical, and she was bruised up and whatever, but she ended up being okay. But yeah,
Just
that
like
was
Jasmine.
I think she
She's
bruised her
like,
ego.
minus a
She-
leg.
She bruised her ego.
Yeah,
That's what she did. Bruised her ego.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
that too.
Oh,
Seriously.
Morgan.
Then it was okay, you know. Everything was like everybody's hanging on to dear life. And kid you not, I was proud of Ava. Ava was right in the middle,
Okay.
and she was
Yep, she
staying
hung
there
out
with the
pretty
big
good.
guys.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, let's go. You know. And then,
Well,
all of a
apparently
sudden,
they got to pick their spots. And I think, who was it? Rachel that was saying choose the outsides.
Yep. Well, because
Yeah.
that's the side that always consistently wins, and it did
Yeah.
again this time with Vince
Yeah,
because he had that spot,
yeah. Danny Donato.
and that spot
preferred the
always
sides.
does well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Danny usually
Yep.
liked it right in the middle. I didn't know she liked the end.
Well,
Who was
she likes the
Cere's
other
son
side.
or Jared or whatever, Cere's son, right? He had that spot as
Jared.
well, if I recall.
The far
Did
right.
he have that
Jared,
spot
yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
He was on
Yeah.
the far right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody that has those the outside ones. Yep.
Okay,
And
so
then-
who was our final three on the wall then? Who's the ones competing for this final HOH? Who do we have left on the wall? at the
Well, we
final
had
three?
Lauren,
Mhm.
Lauren's on the wall,
and Vince. And
Vince is on the wall. Okay.
and
And
Catherine.
I'm gonna say
Catherine.
something else
All right.
though. Keanu was on the wall, and then for a guy this size, I was proud of him.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Oh, and can I
Yeah,
just
he
say,
lasted a while.
we had recorded our last podcast, but Dee, I
Yep.
have to confirm that after the HOH competition, Mickey said, well, my butt was too big.
Exactly. I told
That's
you.
exactly
So
what
she
she said.
agrees with
Yep.
Dee. Dee was right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everybody
The
has
butler.
a butt. You cannot win this
The
fucking
butler.
wall. I'm sorry about the language, but you cannot win the wall if you have a posterior,
A
which is a butt.
posterior, yes.
The
That's
big
a fancy
luggage does
word.
not. Big luggage does not agree with the wall.
Okay, so
Go
it's
ahead.
down to Catherine, Lauren, and Vince. They're
Yeah,
fighting
I
it
know.
out, holding on. Are there deals made? How does that go? Do they?
No, they're not talking. They're
He
just
kind
they're
of tried, but
stretching.
Yeah.
I find that
So-
Lauren is stretching a little too much because she's trying to stretch her leg, and she keeps doing it. All of a sudden, when she's doing it too much, she went for a fall.
mhm.
Bye,
She
Lauren.
fell off.
But
Bye,
also with-
Lauren.
Also with Lauren, she already had it a little bit harder in a different way than most of them, and that people that were watching could see she was pretty much dangling a lot of the time. Every time it went forward,
Yes.
her whole body. Do you remember this, Meow? Her whole
Oh,
body
yeah.
was dangling, so she
Yeah.
had to use a lot of upper arm strength
Yeah, she
throughout.
held on
throughout
to
that
that
thing.
bar. It
She
was
was
really impressive.
starfishing.
Like,
She
it
looked
was
like a
only her
starfish.
arms that were holding her. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like
Yeah.
full back arched or whatever every time it went forward.
I was impressed.
And
I was
I was
impressed.
Well,
surprised
that's-
she didn't go sooner. She did really well.
Well,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
impressive then, because Lauren doesn't appear to have a big build to keep her. She doesn't look
Yeah,
like
and
she has
she just
big
did it.
upper body strength.
She
But-
did really
Mhm.
well.
But I'm glad to hear that. And Catherine held on pretty well too.
Yes,
But at
and
the
with
end of the day,
Catherine,
yeah.
not to interrupt, but so with Catherine, right? So it was Catherine and Vince, and you can imagine, I'm sure people could. She was probably, obviously, it was the night that her love interest got booted. So it was the night that Riley got booted. So
Yep.
she wasn't really in the best of moods, right? She
Yep.
was in
No
she needed
deals.
to win this mood, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
she did have a chance, right? So of course, Vince at some point, Vince wanted to talk, and I can't
Ah.
remember what the exact dialogue was, but Catherine just was not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She thought she could she wanted to just get this thing so badly on her own.
Well,
And put
Vince
up,
voted out
she would
Riley.
put up-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Catherine did
So-
have some resentment there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, also it was fresh. You know, it was very fresh. It had just happened because, of course,
Sure.
they do the HOH the very same night,
That's
and it
right.
was something unexpected for her anyway, and for Riley because they thought they had the votes, I guess. So she was. I mean, I can't fault her for that. I would have been the same exact way. I would have been
You're
like,
right.
I do have
know
to
what?
say
You just
though,
did this.
Vince was in a clear, very stable position, not falling anytime soon, and she was
True.
struggling when
It was his
Vince kinda
mustache.
opened up that like
It was his
Yeah.
mustache. It's his
So,
mustache.
Yeah.
They call him Vinny the Lip.
so
Two
it
extra
was
hands
in
to hold
her-
on.
Yeah, so it was in her best interest to at least make that deal so that Vince, being the very scared guy to play that he is, had she accepted the deal despite the betrayal, despite everything, she would at least had one more thing in her pocket to be like, Vince, we promise each other you cannot put me up.
Yeah.
That's not
So she kind
foreshadowing.
of
I don't
let
think-
go of that
I don't think
chance.
she was thinking any of that at that time, though. I think she was
Of
just
course,
thinking
of
she
course,
could
but,
do
like,
it.
Being
I mean, but
it,
And she
you
had,
know,
and
like,
to be honest, she had good reason to think she did, and probably why she did outlast all the other women. Honestly, was because, you know, as we find out when you listen to stuff over the time, right? She even her stepmom had said on a TikTok or something that Catherine does have point ballet in her background,
Yeah.
and
She's a
she has
ballerina.
and her biological mom was a competitive swimmer, and she also has swimming in her background, so she
Yeah.
has quite the background to
That's great
to
for her.
endure it.
but
I mean, I'm
I
just
still think
saying.
she should have taken the deal.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but she
'cause
wasn't thinking any of that. She, you know,
Vince
you're not
doesn't have
thinking
any
that.
of that background, and he won.
Yeah, just because
Well,
he
a
was
lot of it has
better
to do with
secured
his
in
spot,
the
maybe, and just-
boards.
He
You
doesn't
know,
do
he's
anything.
also, I'm not going to discount him. He's a skateboarder, right? And as I've said before,
Kinda.
I'll be, for everyone who doesn't know, he was my pick to win this comp, so I got points
Yes.
for it.
Yes, he
And
was.
the
Yeah.
reason,
That is
I
true.
picked him,
Show
was,
up.
like, I didn't know
Show
Catherine's
off.
background, but the
Oh
reason
wait,
the reason I picked him was because of that, because I've been around skeeters, as we call them,
Vince is my
and
pick,
it's
though.
a lot harder. No, I'm talking about to win the comp.
Okay.
To win the wall comp I picked, and because I know it's a lot harder than it looks. I know people don't know, but we have a skate park right down the street from my house, and let me tell you, it's a skill.
And a girl that bothered me
It's a
all
skill.
season long said she's going to
It's a
win. That's why I
balance
picked her.
skill. It's a balance skill. It is. But anyway, that's just an aside. And so, but yeah, they were good. I think they were too good people to have made it to the end, because I feel like both of them probably had equal in the balance situation. I don't know.
Well, Catherine not making or taking a deal ultimately ended up, costing her, I guess.
Well, this is my opinion about that for me.
Okay,
Anyway,
I'm going to say something about this
know.
right now.
We
though.
don't know.
It's a
still might
deal
have
with
not
a
mattered.
deal with Vince. A deal
Yeah,
with
it's
Vince.
not really a
Are we
deal.
foreshadowing? Are we foreshadowing right now? Never gonna happen.
Yeah, because
No.
even if you make a deal, he'll renege on the deal. So it's not like,
Oh,
I don't think anything would
true.
have come of that. I
That
don't
is
think
true.
anything would have come
it's a
of
deal
it.
with the
Like,
devil.
Yeah, yes, but then
Even
it would
if
have
they
came to
verbally
light
said.
in front of all the rest of the house that this guy will make deals and break deals.
well, they already
And,
know that.
Well, then why do so many people still think of him as a number one?
No, they
For us,
don't.
he's
I
more
mean,
on the,
actually,
from the
yeah.
side of like he is very he doesn't want to displease. He wants
That's
to be
right.
good with everyone.
That's
So
right.
having that promise could have been a good point of argument for Catherine to be like,
Absolutely.
no, Vince, you promise, and like just
And making a
using
big deal
that.
of it in front of all the house. Exactly.
and
yeah,
I mean,
Well,
we will never
But
know.
Vince,
if
I
he would have
threw it
saved
to
us
you
or
because
not,
of this.
but,
right. That would be good. I know Kelly caught him a little bit. I think they showed it on last night's episode that Kelly caught him. She was like, "Well, yeah, and our final two," and he kind of made this weird look on his face, and then it cut to him in the
Kind of
DR
forgot
going,
almost.
What?
"Did I make a final two with her?"
Day
I forgot.
one.
He made a
I
final two with
vaguely
everybody.
remember that. And he
Yeah.
was like, so last night's episode I liked because it showed Vince admitting how horribly he's playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
But he's been saying that every step of the way.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
I don't know
gosh,
what
what
the
am I
audience
doing?
is so shocked about because we
Yeah.
knew this
He
about
just
him.
seems
Yeah.
willing. He just to me
Well, he knows it
he
about
seems,
him.
To me, he seems willing to accept second place. If anything,
Yeah.
he seems willing to accept
Sure.
second. He's just like,
Well,
because honestly, if it's him and
75,000
Rachel,
is pretty good for someone with.
if it's him and Rachel at the end, case closed. It's Rachel's.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
essentially.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
because of the
So-
jury votes, but Vince is actually playing. Whether you like the way he's playing or not is different.
Oh, no,
He's playing the
he's
game.
playing.
But
Not
he's
to
not
his
playing
advantage all the
win.
time,
I
but
just don't
he's
think he's
playing
playing to win. He's playing to get second. That's what he's playing for.
I could see that.
Okay, so Vince wins the HOH. He's the wall champion. That's an iconic comp that everyone guns for. Everyone thinks about when they play Big Brother.
And
Oh,
dreams
yeah.
about.
He has to nominate 3 people though to go on the block.
Yeah, and out of nowhere, everybody's at the table. I remember everybody's face when he put. He
Wait,
put
before we
Ricky-
say the nominations,
Yes.
let's get to the process of getting there because it
Oh
was,
yeah, you're right.
it
You're
was
right.
painful.
Go ahead, meow. Go ahead, meow.
Okay, so Vince, being the indecisive player that he is, he's telling everyone, I don't know, should I do this? Like, actually, he's technically not saying much, but like, you have Keanu on one side, like, trying to convince Vince over and over, like, hey, we should do strong nominations. You should do Ashley, you should do Rachel. That way, we guarantee that at least one of them goes home, or at least that one of them, like, goes out.
Yeah.
And Vince is like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, just doing his Vince thing of maybe, yeah, we'll do this, but I need to like think about it. And then on the other side, of course, you have the Judges Alliance that is kind of, we know that these people don't necessarily trust each other, especially Vince and the other 4, like we have seen on the episodes that he talks about, like, I'm still feeling iffy about this alliance. So obviously you have them saying like, you should put Keanu, you should put Catherine, you should put Kelly, heck, even Lauren, but Kelly obviously being the main target, and Mickey, of course. Vince was kind of hesitant on Mickey until Morgan was like, yeah, no, please do Mickey. Please put her on the block. So at least Nikki was definitely a guaranteed spot, just because she has kind of tanked her game. She has become the Mictator that nobody really stands. And yeah.
The Mictator.
So yeah, it was pretty guaranteed that she would go on the block. And well, Vince
And
being
even
Vince.
but rewind a little bit because right before the HOH, they called Vince into a room and made that Judges Alliance.
Yes, it was like freshly created.
So, and
just
this
to
is
see
why
them.
they all talked together. It was Morgan, Will, Ashley, Rachel, and Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 5 of them were together in this Judges Alliance, and they were all sharing news about Mickey and how she's like getting everybody upset. She's like talking out of both sides of her mouth. She's spreading things about people, lying to people, to each other, and they didn't like that. So you think like the
Yes, they
Morgan Mickey
compare
thing,
notes.
yeah, it finally split the Morgan Mickey thing. So Morgan's now saying, "Yeah, put her up, get her out."
Yep.
And so they all kind of agreed, and these are all Mickey's alliance members, but they're all agreeing to get her out. So that's why that's another reason, because that Morgan is pushing it. Don't go against the Judges Alliance. Don't do it. Don't do it. Which in my mind, he was skeptical. He even said it himself, like, they're pulling me in last for this alliance. And then he just so happened to win HOH. So now he had to make the choice to trust this new alliance or just stick with all his old alliance members, his old friends.
Yeah, it was that or calling the bluff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
there
so
was a
sorry.
lot of
Go
back
ahead.
and
Go
forth.
ahead.
Oh, no, that it was just, yeah, back and forth between obviously the freshly made Judges Alliance trying to push for protecting their own members, and then what is kind of the outs of the house, which is the Keanu, Kelly, Catherine, Lauren, trying to push for one of Ashley, Rachel to go on the block, but Vince being Vince and Morgan being 200% this week, she has been on Vince like day in and day out. They're cuddling, they're talking. She is pushing for protecting the
Uh-oh.
judges. And I'm gonna pause just to say that I am so glad that Zach is gone, just so that Morgan can get her head on the game a little more. Well, on the game,
You mean
Vince.
on a different
Anyways,
guy?
on a
Yeah,
different
right, that's right. You are starting a new game.
at least she's I
She
feel like she's
moved
at least
on.
focusing a little bit more on the game and less so on pursuing a guy that doesn't really like her back. So I guess that's that.
Yeah.
She's still after a guy, but at least it's doing something for her game. Um and so she managed to convince not to put Ashley and Rachel off. And so the final nominations were
And let's not forget, Morgan said the reason why Morgan told him to put her up, like the person she's going to talk about, it's because this person told someone else that she's going to vote her out. So this person is Mickey, and Morgan asked Vince to put her up,
Yeah.
and then he chose Ava and Kelly, which Kelly said that she did not want to be on the block this week. But she ended up on the block again, and she started. I think she was really angry with Vince, but everybody's
Yeah.
angry with Vince. At
Yeah.
the end of the
every
week,
time
everybody's
since
angry.
his history he puts Kelly. So yeah.
So that's a nomination, and yeah, there was a lot of talk after that. But Mickey was the only one talking because everybody knew that she was going up. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's tired of her, and then they're yapping and complaining and like bossing around, and yeah, she did not know she was the target.
She
Yeah.
did not.
Did not know whatsoever she was a target. So she was probably just she thought maybe he's putting her up there because of that, but it's only towards the end of the week, before the video, I should say, that he talked to her, and then she says she was crying with Vince and the HOH, and says what's going on, and he said Morgan, blah blah blah, and then he started telling her what she wanted to hear, because that's what Vince does, right? And she was
Mhm.
crying, and then she realized, oh, the mistakes in her head, probably figured out, oh, I should have said certain things, right? And then she found out, and then that's why I'm here. But she still did not believe that she was the target.
Yeah.
Yep.
She just thought that mystically she put her up there because she was upset with her, and then she asked him to do that. But it was all good, whatever what Vince heard, and then the things the reason why she was sitting there, it was gone, and everything was okay.
Hmm.
But still, she's not all there. Sometimes, I mean, I would read between the line, but I'm not. I'm better than Mickey when it comes to think what people think. You know what I mean? I would have found out right away. If you put me up there because you want me out, that's it. Not because Morgan was pissed off for 1 minute. You know, if I'm up there, I fight for my life. But Ava, because he put her up, she put him up, right? So vice versa. Kelly, again, she didn't want to go up, but she's there. She's the Pawn Star this year, but the champion.
It
You know,
is.
so we give her this much. At least she survives. The blockbuster. I almost said arena again. I'm used to last season.
Yeah.
But yeah, they picked the people for the playing veto, and if I remember correctly, the first one was Will, right? Yeah,
Yes, Vito was Will was picked for the veto. Yeah.
Again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, almost every veto.
There's
Every
only
single
two.
time he's like, I cannot win it.
Yeah.
And the second
Oh,
one
and
was
he's not even
Keanu.
close, so no
Yeah.
worries.
But
The
didn't
second one was Keanu, right? Keanu was I remember him playing in the video. So Keanu
He
was the
was.
second one picked for the video. Very, very amusing video, a new video. But
Mhm.
I hope they do it every season. It's kind of it got to me. Except I like to have people that think before they do certain things, because it could have been played better. But
Yeah.
again, you're right, Colleen. People are not playing their game properly here. Um,
Yeah.
eh, right off the bat, it's just a game that you have to choose a drink, and if you could convince the other person that the drink is the good one, and they drink it, then it's a poison. Then if you poison yourself, you have to poison yourself twice to get
No,
out
no,
of
no.
it.
You don't want to poison yourself. You
No, I
want the
mean
person.
I'm just saying that you have to poison yourself twice to be out of the game.
Ah,
Not that the person itself. I mean, you can
Yeah.
after you get poisoned twice, then you're out.
Yeah.
So
You're out.
it's but instead of being like Kelly using and going after Mickey, she was going to another person instead of like trying to get rid of her so she could, she's not part of the veto. She doesn't win the veto.
Hmm.
Everybody was playing the game stupidly. Stupid. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
stupid. And I don't even know how magically she ended up winning the veto in the end, because everybody passed her, and then only a few times she got picked. But the person picked their own drinks and then drink it, and they got themselves out. And then she only had one play to play against Vince. And well, some people believe that Vince let her win. We'll see if that's true later on.
I do want to pause and
Uh-huh.
ask everyone, like, what did you guys think about the veto? Because I thought it was a very interesting comp that reminded me a bit of like a poker in the sense of like the social. Do you believe me? Do you not? What do
Like
you
the
guys
Princess Bride.
think?
Yeah. Like
Like-
savable.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think personally, I have read a lot about it, and I see half and half reviews online. I see people who say like it was such a cheesy setup, and other people say it was an amazing comp. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, but I do see that it would be easy to set up.
Yeah.
I think it was a very fun comp, personally. Like, I really liked the concept. Yes, it was cheesy. And they had to play dead when they were poisoned.
Yes.
So that was definitely like cheesy, and
Yeah.
like some did better than others.
A lot of
But
overacting.
I enjoyed the cheesiness of it all.
Right? It is funny. It is definitely funny. A little comic relief.
Yes. And so the winner was. You can make the honors.
Oh yeah, it was Mickey. The
Mickey
only
wins
person that
Mickey.
didn't need to win
Lucky
was
Mickey.
Or
Mickey.
the veto. Excuse me.
Yeah.
She did it.
And she needed to, sort of. So, I
Well,
mean,
if she won the veto, I'm sure she's going to use it on herself.
yeah,
And
Of course.
that she
that's
did.
what she did.
Nice. That would force Vince to have to put up someone else.
Oh yeah, it was down to two people basically, just Catherine and Rachel. I don't think anybody else ever really was considered. I don't think.
There was some talks
It was
about
just
Ashley, but that
Catherine,
never
so.
really stuck.
Yeah, not really.
Okay,
Really
why do we
funny.
think that is? Because there had to be people pushing for Ashley. Is it something that Vince, is she working with Ashley?
I don't know to what extent there was people pushing Ashley, and more like Vince being scared of putting Rachel and seeing Ashley as the next best target to put on the block without
Yeah,
directly like angering the beast, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, and even Will was a big part in not having Rachel or Ashley up, because Will was like, well, even if you put Ashley up, it's still going to upset Rachel. She's going to take offense to that. And then on top of it, like, you don't want to get them mad at you now. And it's like, well, what?
right.
They're going to be mad at somebody. You got to put her up to get her
Anyway,
out. Like, I don't know how
eventually,
these house guests have kept
It-
Rachel in here this long.
I mean, it
Well,
is
she
a
hasn't
very
even been
convincing
on the
argument for
block yet.
Vince.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So,
Catherine was
so
just
he has to
easy.
make a decision. So who is it then? Because he's going to make somebody mad.
Dun dun dun. It was.
So it was a lot of back
Yeah.
and forth. It was another painful
So we went with
day
Catherine.
of conversations of Vince going back and forth, increasingly stressed as the Vito Renam's ceremony like neared, and yeah, it was painful to
He went
watch.
with the easy. He went with the easy one because nobody was going to be upset
Who's the
about
easy
Catherine
one?
because she didn't have anybody by that point. She
That
didn't.
would be Catherine.
Catherine.
Yeah. Because who's
Because
going to be
Catherine
upset
gives
about
up.
that? Nobody.
But Catherine actually
Or
had a
Lauren.
pretty good chance of staying if it wasn't for Ava
Yeah.
being up there, you know, so it wasn't a super scary thing. It was
Yeah.
definitely a backstab, and Lauren was upset about it because these are their people, she's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're in an alliance with Kelly, we're in an alliance with me, you're good friends with Keanu, so she just thinks like these are my people. Catherine is my girlfriend, like my bestie in here.
So
Yeah.
basically,
she
what
was
happened
upset.
after this? What happened after this is there was a lot of drama after this. So he puts
Mhm.
up Catherine, yeah, to say the least, right? He puts up Catherine. The after thing was first I think it was Lauren before Keanu. I think Lauren blew her top. She couldn't believe he did that. She's like, why wouldn't you just put up Rachel? Why, what did you do this for? So Lauren let them have it, and then Keanu goes to a point, and Keanu's was really fun TV. Like, we were all watching it for a really long time. Keanu like goes in on Vince and
On
saying,
Vince,
"Come on, this
yeah.
was your chance. Go after Rachel. What kind of a guy are you? Whatever." And he's like saying all these things, and Vince is on the ground crying.
On the
And then
ground with his
yeah,
hoodie up.
in a ball. He's in a ball crying, like, I can't believe it. I can't make decisions. I made terrible moves, and he's all down on himself. And then Keanu starts to like build him up again. Hi, the reason I picked you, man, from the beginning is because I believe in you, and get your act together. So he talks him down, and then he talks him up. But this whole thing was like an hour long. Like it was like it was great drama.
It was great.
It was
And
all anybody
what
could
kills
talk about.
So
And
how
what
much
kills
of
me
this
too
is
is Keanu. Like, he's been burned by Vince so many times, and he still
Yes, and he
refuses
still
to see
does
that Vince is not with him.
Yeah, and he still voted the way they all wanted to vote, even tonight. Like, what are you doing? So then I'm thinking, okay, is Keanu kind of full of it? Because Keanu basically, at the beginning, he's telling him, easy, you should have put up Rachel. Why didn't you put up Rachel? You should have made the big move or whatever. And yet here tonight, he basically, votes against. I mean, he votes with how Rachel and them wanted to vote. Like, they all wanted Catherine out, and he just goes with it. Like, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth, basically, is what I was thinking. I don't know. I don't think that
His
they're
mustache.
this way and then that way. Like, nobody is true to their word. None of these people are ever true to what they're saying. It's
Yeah.
like, and then,
Yeah.
like you were saying, Dee, he's going to go right back. He's going to go right back to Vince. It's just, I can't almost take it sometimes. Like, okay, you guys, I'm done with you all.
Fair.
I was sort of like letting them know, yeah, you the game.
Oh, you're cutting out a bit.
But then by the end of it, Vince does his own thing anyway, and Keanu forgives him anyway. And the only person who was still mad was Lauren. And
Yeah.
even tonight, she was like the sole vote for, her friend that they both sort of were friends with a while ago, which was Kat. And it's like, so Lauren apparently was the only one that was upset.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
because Vince is literally putting all of her allies up on the block,
Yeah.
which is crazy
Yeah,
to think that Lauren
always.
was so close to Vince, and then Vince goes and not even intentionally backstabs her, but that's kind of the result.
Well, that makes
So
me even
now-
more frustrated because if he was intentionally backstabbing her, at least we could all hate him for a reason. He's not even intentionally doing it. He's doing it because he's just so scared of everybody.
Yes.
Wow.
It's like,
Zero.
oh my God, Vince. Like,
Why do you even win it then? Like, why did you
yeah,
even win the dang thing then? You could have given it to
exactly.
Cat to win, or could have given it to whoever. But it's like you win
It's
it,
for
and
Well,
then you
I
don't
get
want
he
it
was
anymore.
scared.
the reason he won the first time, because like he was just desperately looking for safety, but then he found himself in the power position. He's like, holy crap,
Yeah.
what did I do now?
Uh-oh.
So fun.
Oh, yeah.
But I gotta mention something though.
Mhm.
It took the decision for him. It went all night and the next day. It took
Yes.
forever. I know. I listened to so many hours of it.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. Oh,
Yeah, but he was sleep deprived.
and then you see Rachel would show up like it's kind of a crazy story out of a crazy movie. You know, just standing there like that she's standing right there when the Keanu's trying to get in,
Yeah.
stopping him from
Before the
trying to
veto,
talk to
yes.
Vince. It was hilarious to me. It was hilarious.
Well,
She tries so
Rachel was
hard to
like,
be like a hawk, right? It's like,
yeah, like she's
you know,
on it with people. She walks into rooms on purpose, just looks at them, makes a comment, and leaves. Like she's constantly doing it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
she
funny.
is on top of everything. It's
So what are
wild to
you
see.
doing in here? Oh, interesting. Okay, and she'll walk out.
I think she should be playing a scary movie or something. So her face would be like
Yeah, exactly.
perfectly great for
So
that.
funny.
Because
Oh,
Keanu was
God.
like, "What? You're not gonna? I just need 2 minutes," and then he's telling her to walk out of the
And then she
room.
was
Maybe
like,
he's telling
nope,
her to walk
nope.
out of the room, and she's like, "You're not gonna tell me how to get out of the room. You know, I'm gonna get out of the room when I want to get out of the room."
Yeah.
Oh
my
God!
Big head.
Yeah.
She's still Rachel. She's still Rachel.
It makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, are they talking about her that the part of the alcohol, the thing that was written on the chat there, was
Oh,
it because of
Winegate.
the okay, who took the wine? Because I was confused about the conversation. It's like, is it the? That's not Rachel. It's Vince that ended up with the bottle, I guess.
Morgan took it to Vince. I think that was
Holy Lord!
the end result. And that's also when was it Will that said she's got to be careful with that?
Yeah,
They're commenting on her behavior with Vince.
yeah. Because he's supposed to be with a girl, right? So probably
Yeah.
Will's
I,
thinking, he's
I have a
married,
few,
right?
I have
He's
a few
married,
things
so
I
he's
could
thinking
say
right off
about
the bat, she
that.
shouldn't be doing this. He's
Yeah.
he's with a married man, or I don't know if he's married, or
Attached or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah, otherwise
exactly. It
attached.
doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend at home. You shouldn't be doing it's a faux pas. That's it. Morgan should stay out of his room.
And it was buzzed around online that him and his girlfriend agreed that he could flirt if a game required it. But then there
Oh
was
Yes,
yeah.
but
also buzz about
then
her online
the
saying
latest
she
is,
never. They talked extensively about this. His
Oh, and then
girlfriend
we have the
Kelsey.
That's
chat.
true.
Oh
and she did not okay this.
Yeah, and then
no.
she also said that what did she say? I'm going to quote this here, that he has to deal with the consequences of his actions. Dun
Mhm.
dun
Uh-oh.
dun.
Ew.
And
Dun, dun.
production, how shady they are, they're hilarious. As much as they piss me off. They have cameras on Vince and Morgan in the HOH room,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
zoom in on his girlfriend's picture that you can see between them in the
I
background.
love that great stuff. That was hilarious. I loved it. That was great.
Oh
that was
God.
great.
They
Oh
zoom in
boy,
on the
oh boy,
picture
oh
like,
boy.
girlfriend who? Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Picture
Oh,
of
and at one
who?
point there was a conversation that Morgan and Vince had that kind of gave me the ick, this guy. When Morgan says, people fall in love on this show. And Vince says, that could be us. We could be a power couple. And Morgan said, yeah, that's dangerous. And Vince writes, they would love it, as he points to the cameras.
Okay.
So he's really diving in. It's not just that some girl's flirting with him and he's dealing with it. Like, he's joining in.
Yeah, and there was
It's
a
like
whole
I'm watching
conversation
the
on who's playing
He's a
who.
willing
Like, who's using it
participant.
for
I think
games.
it's
He's
willing
willing
When
Is
does
he?
it become real?
Is Vince just telling her what she wants to hear? I mean,
Who knows?
Morgan's pretty.
That's the question.
I mean, but Morgan's, actively looking for a showmance of some kind, or at least
Yep.
it seems.
Oh
that
yeah,
way.
she went
Yeah.
right from Zach. First, she was in love with Zach, right? And they see that she has his toothbrush and she's got his bracelet or whatever, and it's like all this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, as soon as Vince gets power, it's let's go over to Vince's house and get on that.
Oh, a funny thing about that bracelet. Do you guys know what Colleen's
Yeah.
talking about? That Morgan's walking around she was
No.
walking around wearing Zach's bracelet, that he left
Oh
it
yeah, this is
behind in
great.
the house.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in an
Go ahead, Lisa.
interview, Zach had
Yeah.
said, "No, that tattered old bracelet, I left it in there because it was garbage."
just-
It was like,
Yeah, he just left it there. He didn't leave it there for her. He thought he left it. She thought probably that he left it for Lauren or her. And it turns out he didn't leave it for either of them. He's just like, it was an old bracelet. I got rid of it.
yeah,
It's all
yeah,
that's stuff. I just think
so
that's just so
funny.
great. So she goes right from that because she's so heartbroken. It took her all of a couple of days to then start eyeing her. I call her the Black Widow. That's just me. She eyes her next victim, and
Yeah.
Vince. And every night for like a week, it's like every time. I don't know if it was just when I was watching, but every time I tuned in, whether it was like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever, she always found like in one of these romance movies, right? Or like she always found a reason to like physically touch him, where she'd be like, "Oh, there's something on your shirt. Oh, there's
Mm-hmm.
something on your eye. Let me get that off for you. Oh, there's something in your hair. Let me wipe that away for you." Oh,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I was like on the floor. I'm like, how obvious is this? Like, and Vince is just letting her do it, right? And I was on the floor. It was like I was watching one of
Yeah.
these like rom-coms in the movie
She's
theater.
so good.
And it was like a
Hilarious.
script, it was a script. And then the one time I tuned in, this is what really got it for me. I think this might have been the next day. There's like a conversation in the room with Lauren's like on one of the couches or an area across from the bed. And on the bed is Vince and Morgan. And she's just like pretending, oh, she's so laid out and tired. She's so tired. She's just letting her legs flop every which way. And they're like split apart, right? Like split apart. And she's just acting like it's her weight, like her flop position, right? Like she's so tired. She has to like pose herself that way. And Lauren's just sitting right across, and Lauren's just sitting there. Like, I could just see the way we all know how Lauren is, right? Very slow on the methodical. And I could just see her taking this all in, like, what's up with this situation? It's just great.
Morgan,
Yeah,
Morgan,
it's like
Morgan.
an interesting situation going on there. I don't know. Oh, I have one last thing. Not to hype on her, but I'm hyping on her, obviously. This is a current thing. This was like, it might have been last night or the night before. I don't know if any of you saw the coffee situation where this is for me. I feel like this was performative. She was acting like she was so hyper from, I think, like 1 cup of coffee or something. And she was like over the top on this thing where she's telling Vince, she goes, You see why I can't have coffee? I can't have coffee. And she's going on and on. I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
So silly.
Where she was talking so fast. She was talking over the top fast. I shouldn't say this, but almost like, she was on speed or something. And it's like, for me, it was very dramatic. It was very dramatic. Like, there's no way she was that hyper. Just no way. But she wanted to be like cute or whatever in front of it. So she's going on and on and on. And she's like, and finally she's jumping up and down and she's jumping up and down. And she literally just like jumped on the bed with her face flat in the bed. And Vince is laughing.
Oh, like the wall
They're
call.
all laughing. But anyway, oh my gosh. I thought, really? And he's buying this? I guess he's buying this. Well, he's kind of like this too, I guess. I don't know. But whatever. A couple made in heaven, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dramatizations was just like over the top. I'm like, okay, Morgan, you can tone this down. I get it.
I agree.
I mean, I can see why she's a streamer. She has the personality.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like to
For
talk a
sure.
lot, very engaging,
Yeah.
very yeah.
And it's not like she doesn't know what she's doing, because here's the other thing. You got to remember her background, right? Her background is model, right? That's one of her things, model. So when you think about that, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows. She knows. She knows
Yeah.
how she's
Modeling, but
she always knows how she's positioned, how she's, she knows. You're very aware of all that if you're a model. So anyway, I just found it highly entertaining. She was trying to be over the top with this. I wish they would show it on one of these with her, and they might
Maybe next week.
show it. Yeah, with the coffee thing, because you guys, if you missed, it might have been a late night one, like at 2 a.m. when I couldn't sleep or something. And he was just like, "Oh, you guys," she was bouncing up and down, and then she bounced on his bed and stuff, and she's like, "Look at me, Vince, look at me, like, you see how I can't have one cup of coffee?
looking.
I can't have one cup of coffee." And I'm like, "Girl, I have 10 a day sometimes, and I'm still not as hyper as that." It's just like, okay.
girl.
Yeah.
It was over the top. I hope they show it, because you guys will see what I mean. It was like ridiculous.
That's
It's like
funny.
watching a play. It was like, oh my god.
To go back to the blockbuster though, anyone had any comments or opinions about
Well,
the
I'm still curious to know how much of this is Catherine's fault. I mean, when Vince has to do a replacement nominee, I mean, is she like, well, you voted Riley out, bro? Come and look out for me, or we were the last two on the wall, or was she doing anything to help herself, or was she just assuming it was all good? I don't get that part.
to me, it was too little too late. Like, the fact that she stuck with Riley almost exclusively for the first many weeks, however many weeks was Riley there, the fact that Riley was like actively trying to keep her attention to himself didn't help her game at all. So by the time he left, you had already like more or less solid relationships all over the house already. So she was on the outs. And 1 week is usually not enough to get enough ins in the house to position yourself as not a target. So it was more like the culmination of her lack of game, or like her little social game and social capital that she had in the house. That was very easy for Vince, who's a very scared player, to put her as the safest option. So I think that played a big role in that. Plus, knowing that, as Colleen said, like no one besides, I guess, Lauren would really push against it, and Lauren doesn't really push against things. So yeah, it was just the safest move for Vince for the game he's been playing. I don't think it was the best move for him, but
Yeah.
Okay, where would you have seen him go? Where would you have liked to have seen him go?
I would have liked some decisiveness from him. Like, whether he decided to put Catherine or Rachel, I wish he would been like, okay, like, this is what I'm gonna do, and that's it. Rather than like, just waffling back and forth, and the whole house stressed out of like, what are you gonna do, Vince? Like, can you just like decide? And at the end of the day, like, he makes the worst move for his game, because I do think that taking out Rachel or Ashley would have been good for him, because it's people that are kind of like eyeing him, like gunning for him. So had he been decisive about it, he would have gotten the votes. But he didn't, because he was waffling around. So his allies, the other side of the house, no one is confident in Vince making a decision. So yeah.
Bad for him.
Does that make him a prime target for whoever wins the HOH this?
Oh,
I
definitely.
think so. I think he's in
Prime
trouble,
target.
depending on who wins.
Okay, depending upon who wins.
Mhm.
Why is that? because he waffled with everybody equally.
I don't think Morgan
What's
would
a shame
block.
is, it's a shame. I was really hoping Catherine would win that block tonight, because I think if she did, she would have had a good chance at HOH, because she'd have been driven, right? And I feel like, to be honest, that Catherine is the only person, maybe Kelly, I don't know, but I know Catherine for a fact would have put up Rachel. For a fact. She would have been the one to take the swing. She would have taken the swing 100%. I can't say that about anybody else that's left in this house. I can't say that any of them will do it. I mean, out of the people that's left, she would have taken a swing. Riley would have taken a swing. I think even Adrian might have taken a swing. Like, I'm thinking of the past players, but of the people that are left, I feel like they're all bowled over by her, and I just don't see it. Maybe
Well,
Kelly.
do you think now if one of the judges wins, like let's say Rachel, do you think Vince still has a chance of going on the block?
I think there's a good chance, but I don't know that she will. She'll probably pick off. I think she might do the safe thing, which is she'll put Kelly up again. Like, if Rachel wins, I think Kelly's up again.
She might keep Vince as a backdoor option.
Yes, that would be good. Yeah, she might do that. She might even put, who is she not really aligned with at this point? She might put up a.
She'll put Keanu up front.
Keanu.
That's a given.
Keanu, Kelly, and I don't know the third, maybe a Lauren.
Okay, so she's putting Keanu up. Does that mean they actually did break up this week?
Maybe.
They're what was it called?
I don't know.
They're frenemies.
They're frenemies alliance.
Yeah,
Are they actually done?
What a bloody name!
Because there was a big
so wishy-washy this year.
There was a bit of a blow up between her and Keanu, right? They argued.
Yeah.
There was quite a bit of a blow up.
I can't trust you anymore.
I wouldn't trust any of them anymore.
So you think she would, like Rachel would just go up and put him on the block, even like a big brother, like, I mean, in a big sister kind of way, like you're going to learn your lesson.
I can see that actually.
Well, they were big about the people actually had each other's backs with Catherine and Riley.
Yeah.
Been with like Flippy Floppy with their alliance people.
Yeah,
I think
since day one.
and that's why. And I could see they wanted Catherine to go there, like just get rid of that couple altogether. They were solid twosome, and it would have gone until the end, and it would have. So, but they were the only ones. Everybody else, I think, goes off on each other at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
They're all unreliable. They're all unreliable at some point.
Kelly and Keanu.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Kelly and Keanu seem like those same boring picks from the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 scenario.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but it's okay with whoever wins this HOH to do that, I guess.
Well, now they kind of have to. That's the other
they kind of have to. Yeah, there's like not hardly anybody left, and they've all drawn their clear lines at this point. Like,
no. Let's
see another one they put up a lot.
Let's see here. I think they still after Mickey. They're gonna go after Mickey.
That's got to be the third person, I guess. Then.
Yeah, Mickey's gonna go on the block.
That's what.
And then maybe this time they'll backdoor her.
And then Kelly's the backdoor.
Wouldn't that be something?
So if either
they have to
side,
backdoor Mickey. They have to backdoor Mickey.
The backdoor, I guess.
so if either side wins tonight, they're putting up Mickey.
It's a double eviction, guys, next week.
Mickey needs to win tonight. I think Mickey needs to win tonight. Well,
so, before we get,
rethink this.
I got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you think is going to win HOH?
Well, I was going to say Mickey, but here's the thing. If these people are strategically smart, which of course they aren't, but if any of them in there is, a Rachel would be, you got to think ahead, right? Okay, so if you're thinking ahead, that the next one is a double, you don't want to be in a situation like if you're getting it this week, then you can't get it next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I don't know if it behooves you to get it this week. I mean, I'm just thinking. Because you get it this week, you can't play it next week. And next week is going to be more important to get it,
Yeah.
right? I would think.
Mhm.
So actually, if they're strategically thinking about it, I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe like
Cass.
maybe even like a Rachel wouldn't want it this week because her odds go way up getting it next week. So I don't know if Mickey's thinking that far, but she should because I feel like the same for Mickey. I don't know. But
What
I
if
just
she
thought of that.
wins? What if Mickey wins?
Well, if she wins
Is it-
tonight, she's kind of screwed next week because she won't be able to play next week. I don't know.
Okay.
That might not be the best thing for her.
I think she might be afraid because she was blindsided and going up this week. So she might
Yes,
want to win no
that's
matter
true.
what.
Yeah, and just take the risk.
And she puts up Rachel. She puts up
I don't know. Do you guys
Lauren.
think she would put up Rachel? Would Mickey have the guts to do it? I know Kelly might.
She puts up
Hi
Kelly.
guys, the
I
Cash
don't
Wash is here.
know.
Oh,
Guys.
actually, I'm not so sure anymore.
Hi, Cass. I
Right?
see
He
Cass.
would.
Hey,
Yeah,
Cass,
hey,
wash,
Cass.
Huh.
What do you think, Meow? You think
I
she
don't know
will?
that Mickey would right now, actually. Or maybe
You mean go up?
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
if she
with you,
heard how
Meow.
hard Rachel and the others were pushing for her to go up, maybe she would put a combination of Rachel, Morgan, Ashley, but then it wouldn't benefit her to turn on
Because who would
what
be her
could be her
alliance?
allies. Exactly.
Yeah.
Who would be left? She will definitely put Keanu up if Mickey wins. But I don't know actually. I don't know. I don't think she would do Rachel.
Yeah, that's a
I think
hard
the
one to
only people
figure.
right now that would put Rachel, like Colleen said, would have been Catherine. I think Kelly would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Keanu.
Maybe.
I don't think Keanu will. I just don't think he will at this point. Yeah, that's the only bummer. I wish Catherine had gotten it, had stayed in and got it. Catherine would definitely have.
Keanu doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want Rachel
For
to
it.
eat. He doesn't want to go to her face and do it. Right?
Yeah,
He's
Rachel.
only
wants
able to
to
do it if she
Rachel
goes up, then
wants
she doesn't
to
see
do
me
it.
vote for her, right? So it's
Yeah.
different for him. But he cannot put her up because he doesn't want to see her face discouraged.
But
I
at
think
the
he
same
still has a
time,
like
he has
for her.
already broken her trust so many times. It's like, my guy, just do it
Yeah, it
already.
sounds
Where's
like
the
Vince and him
day?
too. It sounds like Vince and him. This is Keanu's style. Can you see that? He gives four chances to Vince, and he's still friends with him. And then he fights with Rachel all the time, back and forth. So that's what he does.
Yeah, Rachel kind of molded him that way, I gotta say.
Yep.
Who?
Yep.
She's
Rachel.
like, "Oh, I love you. I gotta keep you in this house." And then she's like, "Oh my God, you're pissing me off." And then, "Oh, what are we doing? We're like frenemies." And then she's like, "How
Oh,
dare you do this? I
God.
can't trust you anymore." Like she's just on him.
Good grief.
Keanu,
Well,
Keanu.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at our list of people that are here, and I'm looking, and I'm just going to make sure now. I see that there are 10 people left that aren't shaded out.
Hmm.
I guess that means that there's going to be a 7-person jury.
Yep.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
we've got
The double's coming. So therefore, there's 2 people leaving.
So that
Whoever's
means that,
HOH is a good HOH this week. So what do you guys want to be HOH this week?
But
I'm gonna say it. Kelly and Rachel.
Oof.
Because
But I
if
think
Kelly
it
is
could
HOH,
possibly be-
she's taking Rachel out. If Rachel is HOH, then all hell gonna break loose.
Oh yeah, because they also
conceivably-
they don't like each other either. There's a lot of static there.
Yeah.
They might pull a fast one and not do
Kelly
double
will be
eviction
the
this
only
week.
one
They
the
might pull
back
a
door
fast
have the
one
balls to
and
backdoor
wait a week.
Rachel.
Mm-hmm. Well, they
I think
said
they
the
might wait a week just
mastermind
to
is
flip it
coming
up.
back on Thursday. So the mastermind is coming.
and
to
what kind
do
of
it.
that'd be
twist will he
interesting.
bring?
They
What's
remember
that,
that
Ed?
bloodline.
Well, he's been quiet the whole show, so I mean, I don't even know. I forgot all about him. I
Production
think
heard
most people
everyone's
have.
complaints. They thought, "Oh,
Yeah.
we better bring him
It's
back."
like, what happened with that? They started out with this theme and then they never followed through on the theme, honestly.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
even say that she was found.
Yeah,
She was
nothing.
Yeah.
voted out. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she said that Julie said that jury starts after the next eviction.
So anybody else wants to vote who's going to be the HOH?
I don't know
That's a good
right now.
question.
Vince is the only person.
You still want Mickey,
not eligible.
Colleen? Colleen,
No,
you
I
still
mean,
want
I
Mickey?
don't. No, I don't think that. See, for me, I would be thinking strategically. Next week is the double. I wouldn't want it this week.
Is that
I
what they
don't
said that
know.
Okay, so
next week is the
who do you think it
double?
would? You want to go
Yeah.
with
I mean, I
Lauren?
don't know that it's the double. I'm just thinking it might be. It's either going
I
to be
think
next week or
I think the
after,
one
right?
after that's going to be the double because Julie said
They said
the
at the end
the
though.
eviction after they did say
No, they said
that.
it was this week. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they said that this coming
Yeah.
week is gonna be the double.
yeah, it's a double this
Oh,
week.
because I know that
know.
Julie
But
said
if
jury
that's the
starts
case,
after the next eviction. So I'm
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm
It's a double
confused
to
too.
get there. Yeah, it makes sense. It takes a
Guess
double to
we'll
get there.
wait and see.
I want this one. They can't play, so I wouldn't want this one. So I don't know if they're thinking about that. They might
So
not
which
even
one
think
would
about
you
that.
pick?
They might
Well,
just
the-
go for
Which
it.
one would you pick then?
If they do have the double, I guess the first one out is not in jury, and the second one out is the first juror.
must be right. I don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mhm.
I don't know. All my people are gone, so I don't know. I don't know.
That's right.
Oh, my
Let's
people
check
are
the pics
gone.
of everyone.
Left,
I have
don't
to
know.
say, not to throw shade or to brag, but all of my pics are still there. And even though
Show
this is
off.
a little annoying to watch sometimes, all of my pics are still in.
Yes, they are.
So which one do you think we'll get this week? Actually, I guess okay. Mickey is one of mine. I kind of forgot about that, D, because I had so many that
Duh.
left that I had to pick a replacement. For the
You
audience.
still have Kelly.
I
Excuse me, lady. You have Kelly. And you have
No, I don't
Keanu.
have Kelly, but I never.
Who's
I
got
have
Kelly?
Yeah,
No, Kelly's yours, D.
Yeah. What do you mean Kelly's mine?
D's. Yeah,
Kelly's yours. Look,
you're
it's
right.
a
I had
D for
Toronto and
D.
Mickey.
Wait,
out
I
of
have
the
Kelly on both
leftovers.
sides?
Yes, you do.
So Kelly is meant to be mine. Oh my God.
You
So,
guys
okay,
Yes,
let's
the
go. Let's do the
instigator is
HOH.
yours.
Let's do
I
an
think
HOH.
Rose got a great chance.
She needs to be an HOH now. She's been winning all these things, right? If she's
Yeah.
in HOH, I want to see her in power, see what she does.
I
See if
hope
it's gonna
she
be
knows
her
she
work.
needs to win it.
Well, duh. Come on, man. She knows she needs it.
This house is so scared though. Like everybody doesn't want to win.
Yeah.
Everybody wants like all the people who
Should
wanted
I
to
throw
play are
chickens in there?
gone.
So I really throw chicken in there?
Until next week.
Yeah,
I still have
they
one
should.
this week.
So, Colleen, do you want Mickey to win, or which one do you want to win this week?
I don't know. Like,
Take a
I
guess.
just don't even know.
Take a guess.
I need
I-
chips, so I'm voting for Rachel.
I feel like Ashley. Do you guys think
Well,
Ashley?
Rachel?
I'm gonna put two chips on an Ashley HOH.
Oh, you're actually doing
and
that?
maybe one
What-
on Morgan.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
save
I
it
think
for
Ashley
Saturday.
might get- Oh yeah, it's about to start, you guys.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's
we
5
can't
minutes
save
till
it
we're out of
Saturday.
here.
Saturday's
save it
oh,
Saturday.
we're
Yeah,
doing
it's
bets.
tonight,
happening
remember?
tonight.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So
So
we're
I have
doing
to
extra
think,
bets.
who's
Okay.
going to get this? Mickey
we
or
just
Ashley
Ashley.
from Yow.
Okay, I'm betting 0
I'm
on
agreeing.
tonight.
I'm thinking
You're
it'll
betting
be
0.
Mickey or Ashley.
Yeah, because I don't even know.
So
I don't
which of
have the
those
points in front of
two?
me, so I don't know if I have
Okay.
any.
We all made it to the week, so we
I'll
all
do
get
that.
a guarantee 1 point for sure. So you could vote 1 point.
Hmm.
I'm hoping I have at least 2 points because I'll make a bet. I'm gonna bet it's either going to be Ashley or Mickey. So I'll put one on each one. If I
So
go.
Ashley, Mickey, Ashley,
Okay,
Mickey.
Colleen, one on Ashley,
And one on Mickey.
Ed,
and
what do
one
you
on
want?
Mickey.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Oh, he's saving his chips for later.
He's sitting out.
Smart.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay,
saw that
who
last
else?
week.
Who else? D,
Oh,
what do
come
you
on,
got?
for
You got
fun.
bets?
Just pick Ava for fun.
So without chips?
She's one of your players.
Got a good
Throw a
chance.
point. Throw a point on Ava.
Joey's a beast.
Remember,
Joey.
she was sleeping when they said they're gonna get rid of her. Can you imagine how she feels right now? She might want to win that HOH.
Well, somebody would have to tell her.
No, she heard their conversation.
Oh, she wasn't asleep. All right.
No, she was
so
not.
She
No,
heard
but I
he
don't think she was
pissed.
actually surprised about what she
She
heard
was-
though, because
Yeah,
they
but
were
still,
talking about
then
versus Catherine
that
and
still wake you up in the right direction, right?
maybe.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think for her, the way she is, the way how dramatic she is. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
now
wouldn't
that
be
Catherine's
surprised.
gone, she would have that vote.
Yeah, true.
but there's the
Yeah.
other two that was in the room, right?
Hmm.
That were talking about
Uh-huh.
this.
Uh-huh.
It's such a perfect setup for eavesdropping without being noticed until it's too late.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe
You
someone
don't
could
want to go for
control.
Ed?
Ed doesn't want to bet on anything.
Okay,
Oh,
who's
Wait it out
Meow
and see.
Meow or D? Do you guys have a bet? What did you say, Meow?
I want 2 chips on Ashley and 1 on Morgan.
2
That's
on
my
Ashley, 1 on Morgan.
bets for this week. Because we're still waiting on an Ashley HOH, so I'll do that for Ed.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. I had to vote
I
for
really would like
Rachel
to
and
see a
Ashley.
Morgan HOH. I
Okay,
think
what I'm gonna do
chaotic.
for Ed, because I love him so much, I'm gonna put a point on Ava for him.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna bet your money for me?
Yes.
Yes.
D for
Anybody
Ed.
else?
1 on Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already know mine, right? I already told you mine.
Let's say them again. Remind us all.
Kelly and Rachel.
1
Kelly
on
or Rachel.
Kelly.
Yeah.
1 on
Hey, is this
Rachel.
even in the rule book? Are you allowed to do that?
Excuse me?
Is he allowed to vote for
No.
Ed?
There's no
I mean, not
rule in here.
literally for Ed, but like Ed would do this, so like it's her points. But
You mean throwing a point?
no, like in the sense that they're still your points, but you're doing what Ed would do if
Oh no,
kind of.
she's
Okay.
donating. She's
Oh,
donating.
she
donating a
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't even
He
have
knows
to
why I'm doing this. He knows why. I don't have to tell nobody in this world. He knows why I'm doing it. I'm giving a point for Ava.
Okay.
Ava!
HOH. Because he knows I love him. I love that little girl too. So we have to support her somehow.
You know, as much as I like Ava and I have from the beginning of the season, for some reason Will is starting to really.
Everybody loves Will, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Will, bro.
I think he has a real legitimate.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's got a legitimate shot of being the AFP.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
really does.
And I think he might be the oldest AFP that we've ever had, if he is.
Yeah, I think so.
It might be the first time there's a tie.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, holding the spear.
Yeah. And she wants to
Oh,
come
we'll get her back.
Get her in.
Yeah, Will is funny.
Yeah, not only, but it's his social game that really I'm intrigued by.
Because some
seems to
people
be so
online,
good
like
with
he's not loved by all the viewers. There's a lot of people that say they don't like his game, that he's just literally sitting back, and other people say, but it's a strategy that works.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
And he's not sitting back and nobody knows him. He's sitting back and still taking part and having conversations with people, and has his like close relationships with Ava and a close relationship with Ashley.
Yeah,
also,
he's really
he may
not
be
in a
sitting
position.
back, but he knows when to push. Like he pushed this week that passed and then the week before to protect Morgan. Like he's mostly like that, but he kind of pitches in when he needs to, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, no one's threatened by it. It's just his opinion. It's not even like.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't draw a line really too. Like he can just.
As good as the social game is, though, is he using it to control the game? Is he using it to steer any directions? He's not in power, but is he influencing power?
I think so.
Or is he just keeping himself safe?
I think he knows that Vince looks up to him now since that cry fest last week. I think he knows that the girls like Ava's in his corner. He knows that and he uses that. So he'll say the
Okay.
right things at the right time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he's to me, he's playing the kind of game I wish Vince was, as far
Yeah.
as
Yeah. Actually, he's pulling it much better, like being good with
Yeah.
everyone.
Well, I don't know because the Will hasn't been in a position to make a choice.
Yeah,
Right.
So
he hasn't. He's not
who
winning
would
any of
he
the
choose
stuff.
now that he's
But
befriended
that's also
everyone?
kind of
Who knows what he
intentional.
would
Like, he
have
has been
done?
throwing vetoes. I don't know to what extent he's even gunning for HOHs because he
Exactly.
knows that his type of game is best played
Without power.
They
Yeah.
aren't
Absolutely.
gonna.
Vince maybe
He's
should
not
have
really a
done.
target because everyone just kind of bypasses him. So he's not really a target.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only 3 people that people didn't vote for. So it's Will, Keanu, and Lauren.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3.
Yep.
Lauren might feel like she needs the control too now that
Yeah, I
Vince
would
think
turned
no,
on
no, no,
him.
no, no.
Yes,
I
she wants to
think
take her game in her own
Lauren-
I
hands.
think
at this
Lauren would
point.
go with, if they hear about the word like a double, I think Lauren will want to win the next one.
Yes,
They
that's what
don't-
I'm thinking. If
But they don't usually
forward.
find out about a double till after the first
Yeah, if they
HOH is
think
played,
ahead.
right?
we'll
They're
see.
Yeah, they should
probably
all do that.
see what
I think
happens.
that they are.
I haven't heard a lot about the double on feeds.
Cass
Maybe it's
says
just
she
me.
wants Morgan for
Well, I
HOH
don't
for
think-
scandal.
For the
This is why I
scandal.
don't
Yeah,
think
that's the drama that would bring.
Oh dear
Scandal.
God.
Morgan.
I don't think
No,
that
I'm gonna
Rachel's
be-
gonna
I-
judge
She's such a
I'm
train wreck to
trying.
watch. I love it.
I
Can you
literally
imagine?
trying to keep my stomach with these 2.
Can you imagine
Oh, my
Morgan's
God.
HOH letters from Vince's girlfriend?
Oh my.
Oh
Oh, that's funny. That'd be great.
no. I swear I'm gonna put the blinds on my eyes. I can't. I'm gonna be sick all week.
I don't think Vince
I
would stay up there, to be honest. I don't think so.
I think Rachel will not want to win tonight because she'll want to win next week. This
I
is
think
what
Rachel's gonna be in the room every 5 seconds checking on them. Hey, don't do it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
don't do it.
And, see,
Right?
and the other thing is that Rachel, but even people like Ashley, I'm sure
Oh, you're cutting out.
Yeah.
I don't think they understand the significance of next week quite. The newbies,
Oh,
I mean.
it's one
So
person that
they
knows
might not even
double
be-
eviction.
They might not
Yeah.
even be
One person.
thinking about.
I
about,
haven't
you know,
heard
the
them
fact that
chat
you
a
win.
lot about a double on
Good
feed.
point.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen tonight. I don't work tomorrow, so I'll listen tonight.
My
I
point
have-
being that Rachel will think it through. Rachel will think it through, and
Yeah.
maybe not everybody will. That's what I
Mhm.
think. Like they won't maybe necessarily think ahead of how that. What does next week look like if you
Well,
win
they
tonight?
talked about the wall comp like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they aren't thinking about a double eviction and how important,
That's
more
true.
important, it would be to
No.
win next week. And if you win this week, you can't play next week. So that's what I would be thinking about.
Meow, you bet 2 chips on Ashley. What does her HOH look like this week if she ends up pulling that off?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, that is a good question. I think she would definitely put Keanu up because he has been gunning for Ashley and Rachel since forever. So
Okay.
she would most probably definitely do Keanu. And Kelly.
And
I
Kelly,
think
yeah.
those are pretty
And Lauren.
fingers. I don't know if she would go for Vince or not. Or
Or
I don't know
Lauren,
if she would put
I guess.
Mickey because
I
like
think she'll put
Mickey's
Lauren.
still kind of a target
She'll
in
put
the
Lauren
house,
up
but
there. She'll
she
put Lauren.
could,
You know
yeah.
why I want her to put Lauren? Because I want to see if Vince wins the veto, he's not gonna pull her off.
No,
No,
he
he's not.
probably wouldn't. Or
And
maybe
that's
he
what
would.
she's
I don't
gonna
know.
see.
Who knows with Vince? Whoever pushes
Morgan-
last might have a say, but
When Morgan around, you will not use a veto on her.
yeah, I think he might put Mickey or Vince. One out of
Remember,
two.
everybody
Not sure.
said they're gonna backdoor her. They're not gonna try the this way anymore. She's gonna get backdoor, and she
Yeah.
might be gone. I think Mickey's gonna be gone in the double.
She could.
Or Rachel.
Could.
It
Was
doesn't
there
matter. It doesn't matter. I think those 2 gonna be gone in the double.
was
If
there
Yeah.
Rachel does not win the HOH, she's gone. With
Was
Mickey following her.
Was there any talk of the 3 nominees thing going away and it just dropping to 2 nominees by jury?
I hope so. After
I
the
would
double, that
assume
it should
jury.
be. I think after the double, it should be done, right?
Yeah, the double kind of squashes it.
Yeah, because if you can't do
Yeah.
3 in a 3 people for that, right?
Mhm.
Cannot
Sure.
get there.
Well, sure you can. When you get the one blockbuster winner and the other 2 losers are the ones that go home. That's how you do a double, right?
Oh,
That's a good idea.
smart
No
ass
votes.
Ed. Perfect.
No votes.
That's perfect.
Ooh.
That would be a good twist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch! What if the
Ouch.
mastermind?
Oh well,
announces
too bad.
something like that?
Don't get your ass up the block. Then you go home. If you don't go on the block,
Yeah, you got that.
don't go
You
home.
got the chance at the veto, and you got the chance at the blockbuster.
The
By the
mastermind
way,
cuts them off at their
there's
speeches,
only 2
their
girls that had
eviction
gone up
speeches, and
yet,
sends them gone.
right? There's only 2 person that had gone up yet. It's called Lauren and Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
those 2 might go home this week because they've been off the block, and people are smart. They would put them up.
Well, everybody's been talking about putting up Rachel, but so far we went through a few names and nobody's said
Nobody's
Rachel.
done it yet. I still don't understand
Kelly
how
is
she's
literally
been off
gonna
the
put
block
up.
for so
Well,
long.
even
For
Brandon.
some ridiculous reason. And
Even
Zay,
Brandon's
my
saying they have
original
to
pick,
get.
I mean,
Zay,
I guess
Zay
Morgan would put
called
up
it out
Rachel.
week 1. Zay
No.
said we got to
No.
put Rachel up, and then
She
Zay
might
was
if
gone.
Morgan could.
Morgan is
Morgan
not
and
going to
Rachel
put
are
up
in the
Rachel. She
judges.
just fought for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me about this judges. I'm not aware
Oh,
of
you
it.
didn't know that? Ah. So it became like Morgan, was chatting with Ashley, and then it's formed with those 3. There was Ashley, Morgan, and Will,
Yeah,
and
they've been together.
then Rachel was invited in, and then at
Okay.
the end they brought in Vince, the
Why?
last
And
one.
let me also
What?
add that it was
Oh, 'cause
Will
Vince was
and
the HOH?
Ashley's initiative.
No, it was Rachel's
Yeah.
HOH.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
say that again, Meow. I didn't hear it.
Oh, that it was Vince. It was Will and Ashley's initiative to create that alliance when
Oh.
Morgan was on the block, in a way, sort of to protect her from eviction.
Yeah.
By bringing
Exactly
in
right.
Vince as the vote to keep her.
In that case, then how
Override.
real is this?
That's what Vince
Apparently
wants to know.
real enough to keep Morgan off the alliance.
Yeah, for that week it was real, very real for that week.
That week it was
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
It's like
this week he was also real enough to not put the Rachel on
like-
the block. So
It's like
Yeah.
somebody getting married and they go, well, I did love him the day I took my vow. The next day I didn't. It was
Kind of.
real. It was real at
Oopsie.
the minute that I put the ring on her finger. It was real for that moment.
yeah, it does give up that energy.
These people are so fickle. They're so fickle.
A fickle house is fun though. I like
It is.
It's such a
It
mess.
is fun.
oh yeah.
So what are we expecting tonight? We had a wall.
I think it should. I think it's an ABC. The question.
the questionnaire
A-
thing.
Yeah.
So
You know
it
what
should be
the-
over
the-
relatively.
Well,
s-
12:10.
Or the one when they're standing on the stairs.
Oh,
True or false?
Yes. Vapor
Yeah.
But they go down and they go up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They haven't
Up
done
a
that
step.
yet. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a very popular one.
And if that is the one, then who are we looking at as
Well,
the
Mickey can
favorite
win.
to win?
Mickey's good. Mickey's good at that. Lauren's good at that. Rachel didn't get to play last time. She's good at that. Morgan is supposed to be good at that.
Yeah, like a wall.
Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth now. I'm gonna
Morgan's
put a
supposed to be
plaster
good
in my
at a
mouth.
lot of things.
And I think that's if Ava was supposed to be good at that, but I think she just answered the question too fast and she got out early. So you don't know. Maybe she'll come back and do it properly, or maybe this time Ashley is going to answer the question properly and win.
Well,
I think
that's
I think Ashley doesn't want to win. I think she's playing on the side
Yeah.
because she doesn't want to be responsible for people going the block.
well, I've been saying for a few weeks now that, and I've heard a confirmation of this, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I've heard confirmation of this, that Ashley's been faking this whole time. That absolutely that
she's a lawyer.
There's no way that she's as
Like Elle Woods.
unaware of what's going on as she portrays
No,
herself
she's a lawyer.
to be.
She knows exactly what's going on. This is why she's best friend with Rachel, because she realized when Rachel put Mickey up, that's how Rachel got so close with Ashley when she tried to show her that Mickey is bad for her game, right?
Yeah.
And she pays attention.
Yeah,
She
but
looks
Mickey would
around.
never put her up. So
I don't think so.
Well, she needs her out of the game, though. They all want her out. They were so mad when she won the veto. Well, if people would play their game properly, she wouldn't have never got the veto. But it is what it is. So now
Yeah.
she might win the game because they play stupid.
I think they're a little bit over it. Like now it's like they know who Mickey is, so they know she's full of it. She's kind of on the bottom of the alliance, but I don't think they'll actually try to target her.
Actually, she's
yeah,
going.
they would
She's
get
gonna
rid of.
go.
Yeah, I would imagine they've got Vince's in front of Mickey, and they've got
Right? Like
Keanu's
usual.
in front of Mickey, and they've got.
Well, Keanu's gonna be backdoor. You can't.
Great.
You have to be backdoor him in a real way, not the backdoor with 3 people, backdoor and 2 people, right? That's how you get rid of him. He's too strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't play competition. He's out. They just saw the same thing with Kelly. Kelly, you can't get her out unless you just backdoor her in a real way. When there's only 2 players left.
Yeah, but that's still. But by then you're already in jury.
Oh, you could get him in a double, off guard. Then you could backdoor him, or you could go in with like you just said. Maybe those last 2 that's left, they're going home, and they won't expect that because that's what you just said. It was just cool as shit, and I hope that's what they do because those 2 people in there, they're gonna think they're gonna go, to get voted, and they're gonna get voted out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with the double coming up, the next person doesn't make jury, and the second does make the jury.
Yes.
Who is on this list that is not going to make the jury? Who's left on this list that's not going to make it?
Oh dear.
Because everyone else does. Everyone else does. I think Will's going to make it.
I do too.
I think so too.
Will's definitely going there.
I think
Ava's going to be there.
Ava. Okay, I think Ava will be there.
I think Morgan's going to be there.
Obviously, whoever wins the HOH will be there. Whoever that may be.
Which the feeds are still not up yet.
Other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just
I
looked.
think
It's still
Me,
cats and dogs.
I have 3 for sure. Ava, Will, and Morgan,
Okay.
which is part of the judge, basically. Almost everybody in the judge.
So we.
Oh no, not Ava. Sorry.
Okay, so we've got enough people on.
So basically, the 3 beside each other.
Yeah, so Rachel has a chance of going home. Keanu
Yes, that's
has a
why I'm not
chance of
saying
going
anything.
home. Kelly has a chance of going home. Lauren, she
Mm-hmm.
might make it too, I guess, because I don't think anybody's gonna. I would think they would rather see her on the jury than not. It's who they think is the wild card, right? I would think they would want.
No one
Mickey
wants
off
to
the
see
jury.
Kelly in a jury.
Yeah,
then
I would
Mickey-
think they want Kelly out. So unless she
Yeah.
wins HOH or
you're
veto
no,
or something.
you're right. You're right. Everybody has been saying and being vocal about Kelly for some time, as far as being just someone that would vote, not for you just because,
Yeah.
instead of the game. So I would probably want to get rid of Kelly, if
Or you get rid of Keanu because Keanu would just vote in the end for Vince.
or Keanu, I guess. Yeah, either one of them, I guess. That's why they're both going to go up, regardless of who's the HOH.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Yep,
one
yep.
of them, right? Unless it's one of them.
Mhm.
And then
Double
even if
check.
it is one of them, they wouldn't put up the other, would they? Well, Kelly, I guess, would put up Keanu, but I don't think Keanu would put up Kelly.
I don't think so. No.
No. Their best friend in the house.
Yeah,
He said it himself that she's the only one he has left from the start. They hugged each other from the start. They cried together. So
yeah, I heard Kelly didn't like him though.
at the beginning, she didn't like him.
They're good now, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of find each other in the same position, in a similar position.
That's been true from early on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, very interesting. Anything else that we want to tie up on or talk about or reflect upon?
Oh, one funny part actually is a Rachel and Vince conversation where
Okay.
Rachel was trying to she was campaigning to him a little bit, and she was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Listen, this is Big Brother. It's the 25th anniversary. I need to be
Yeah.
involved. They didn't bring me here to go home pre-jury. Let's ride
True.
to the final 5."
No,
And
that's
then she
Yeah.
went on to insult Kelly. Don't listen to Kelly. Don't let her poison your brain. She's crazy. She's a psycho. And then the
no lies
feedback.
detected.
Oh my God.
No
Right.
lies
That's
detected. None.
hilarious.
It was
Yeah.
funny though. It's
You
like
can
she has
only
to.
dream. You can only dream.
Oh yeah.
And the guys like the rare truth. That was truth. They didn't bring her to go. That was
Wait,
truth.
what?
Say that
Cutting
again.
off.
It cut out. You cut out a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was one truthful thing they honestly said in the house. That was the
Sorry.
truth.
It was
Try
the
again?
truth.
They didn't bring. I mean, she spoke truth. That
Oh,
was
there you go.
facts.
There you
Yeah.
go.
She
Yeah.
spoke
We
truth.
got you.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
You did.
Okay.
One of the
So,
words in the house.
okay, very interesting. Any, just trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to ask or go over. I guess we're okay. I guess I'm looking forward to seeing who wins the HOH tonight.
Me too.
I mean, Keanu, I suppose that he's as capable as anyone of winning an HOH. What he would do, he's pretty much can, pick anybody he wants to and not have any, problems in justifying it.
Yeah.
So he's got that. I don't know where he would go. I think he likes Kelly, like I said. I don't know what his thing is with Rachel, if he would put her up or not. They've been
I
on
don't
and off.
know.
I'm kind of off on the loop on how the relationships have changed in the last week and a half, which was forever in the Big Brother house.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
So I need to really do some catching up now that I have an opportunity to do so, and then I'll be more, just more informed, and hopefully by Saturday I'll have all that and be able to do
Be
some.
back in the loop.
Yeah, at least get myself caught up and see where I'm at, and
Yeah.
have a
Back in
better,
the
more
saddle
informed
again.
idea. But I've been listening to all of you, and I've learned a lot about what's going on tonight, and about the way you're thinking about the game.
Yeah. Hopefully, it was a pretty good recap.
Mhm.
Yeah. We went over the events of this was Vince's HOH. He won the wall comp. Good for him. I like Colleen said, he was kind of one of the favorites going into this. He's built for this kind of thing.
Yep.
Riley is kind of built for this kind of thing. So he might have been a little long, but he's
Well, the
kind of built for this.
but it was
I thought Morgan would have been, but she fell off third. So who knows?
my guy's not
Adrian.
the audience out there not got rid of
Disappointed.
my guy Adrian. Adrian would have won.
Oh,
Yeah,
Adrian
well,
would've
Tom,
won.
Adrian.
That was sad.
Yeah, Adrian would have been really good. Yeah, he had the perfect
My guy
frame for this.
Adrian.
And the training, Walcom Wednesdays.
Oh, and then he built the wall in his backyard. Yeah.
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 We did a little shout out to him.
Yo, Adrian!
I don't know if he could even watch that episode. Oh no, didn't he do a recap with someone? I think so.
Probably somewhere in social media.
But I know
Yeah,
it
with
was
Zach,
killing
wasn't
it.
it? You did it with Zach.
I think so.
Yeah.
It must have been killing him.
Zach.
I was gonna say, Ed, I know that you used to have a lot to catch up on, but one of the I saw one of the TikToks or whatever this week with Zach and Adrian, and it's killing Adrian, you guys. It's just killing him. But the thing is, he still has it in his backyard. So he invited Zach over, and
To
Zach
do
and
it.
him are gonna do it. They're gonna do it, and
Yeah.
I think they're gonna invite Zay, and they're all gonna do it. They're all gonna go over to
All the
Adrian's
losers.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
All
gonna go
the
to Wall
losers.
Yeah, they're
because
going to do
because
it.
they're gonna
They should
test
get
his
Jimmy
theory.
over.
Well, he's theoried it out
Yeah.
too, and so they're going to test the theories. He's theoried it out because it's not just. It's very much about hand placement and about the above bars versus the below bars that are behind you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
also, this is going to sound very detailed, but it also is a matter of over under. If your wrist is on the grab position going forward or grabbing it from backward, he has a whole
And
thing.
also if it's
and
bent or not.
It makes a lot of sense. And he knows. He says, I know I would have killed it. He goes, because I have this down to a science. And he goes, and I know he knows exactly what Lauren did wrong, and he was just dying inside. He said, I know exactly what Lauren did wrong, and I know what Catherine did wrong. And he goes, Vince didn't do it perfect, but Vince did it better than the other ones. I mean, obviously. But he
Well,
could
do you
tell
remember?
he had it all laid out who did what.
But it's
wrong.
coming from the week 3 Vic D. You know, it's just it's kind of hollow.
He didn't
That's
get
all.
He
It's
didn't get
kind
a
of sad that
chance.
he didn't get to
He didn't get a chance.
compete in it, because maybe he would have
Of
proven
course,
us
because
wrong.
he
But
Right?
he
Maybe.
was
Ed.
He was one of the threats. That was the whole thing, is they target guys right off the back typically, and they target the ones that are going to be threats, and they knew.
You know what, too? Do you guys remember when they used to let them sit on the wall comp and now they stopped it? They won't let them crouch
Yes,
down anymore?
that's
To keep.
right.
That's
That
how
is
James
correct.
was doing it, though.
James, yeah,
Yeah.
James he was frogging it the whole time.
Oh yeah.
That was a great strategy. So I guess
Absolutely. That's how he won the wall.
they
yeah,
caught on and
that's
said,
right.
no,
Of course.
no more of that.
Okay, so final thing, I guess, before we head off. What are the factions of the house? I still don't quite get that. I guess it's still Mickey and Morgan are together. Will is
Actually,
there as a third, and Ashley
No,
as
no,
a
no,
fourth.
no. And you
No?
you missed out on a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this week
Well,
was
look,
about
too, let me
getting rid
start.
of Mickey
Let me start by saying,
completely.
instead of like I know our friend Ori on Ori Streams, he has an alliance chart like many people do, but he changed it to an allegiance chart only because it's
Yes.
like certain people have allegiance to certain people, but all these millions of alliances that keep imploding are not really existent. So that's why it's like a complicated web. So go
it's not
ahead,
an
Dee.
alliance season for sure. It really is like this person likes or
Allegiance.
works with or doesn't work with these different people. It's a
Like,
web
who can
for
I
sure.
upset less this week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but go ahead, Dee. You were about
I
to
haven't.
draw it out.
Well, the thing is that for the million times they've been trying to get Mickey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then because of that, they form a new alliance, like Ashley, Will, Morgan, uh,
Oh, the
Vince,
judges.
and Rachel, the
Yeah.
judges. And that's the only strong one I know about. Because, okay, you got to Keanu to Kelly, right? I get that. Keanu thinks he's with Vince. Dream on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ava adores everybody. So Ava could go anywhere. She's with Rachel as a
Mm-hmm.
final two. And then Lauren is a final two with Vince. And then Vince is a final two with Keanu.
And Lauren.
But and Morgan.
And Morgan.
So yeah. Yeah, that's what I said,
And
Morgan.
Kelly.
But Mickey
Vince
is
final two with
basically
everybody.
thinks she's with everybody, but right now that's when she was winning everybody, she was dancing in a petty room. They were all in her head saying, "Oh my God, why did she have to fucking win?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean? She didn't.
Yeah.
No one wanted her to win. Everybody wanted her to go home, but she didn't. It
That's a
didn't go
true
that way.
statement.
Yeah. So she's the biggest threat. Like
Yeah.
also She.
Yeah, so
I
essentially
didn't
the
hear everything
Morgan.
she said wrong about everybody because I didn't go through all the conversation, but that's what they were all saying. So they want to get rid of her
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah, like essentially the Morgan Mickey duo that we were used to at the beginning of the season is no more. Morgan no longer rides with Mickey. Mickey is kind of alone, but still thinks that she has people, but
We
she's
lost
kind
Meow.
of disposable for them at this point.
Or was
Ava,
that
like,
me?
yeah. Oh, can people hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We can
Okay,
hear
okay,
you.
okay. I thought it was cutting. Then there's Ava, who of course everybody likes, but as we have seen with Vince today, like he put her on the block, and I feel like that might or might not stick with people in the sense
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah.
oh, like we can put her as a pawn, and then anyone can go against her. So I'm a little worried about Ava in that sense, since even though she has relationships with people, she has been very passive, and I don't see her
Mm-hmm.
like talking game with others a lot. So she might just like fall back over the next couple weeks. Keanu, as we know, is not really with anyone besides Kelly. He still tries
His
with
own is
Vince.
himself. He's with
Yeah,
himself.
it's really himself.
Ah!
And yeah, and Rachel, she tried with Keanu. She tried over and over, and he kept
I
burning
saw
the boat
that.
after her. So
Yes.
she's like, no more. I'm putting him on the block next chance I get. Ashley and Will are very tight. And they are working with Rachel, but they are not against the idea of obviously like eliminating her at some point. They
Yeah. At
just
Mm-hmm.
least at
think that they
5 or
want her in the
6, I would think.
game.
Yeah.
Exactly. They still want her in for a little while to take care of the other threats. Um, Will really is like in the middle
Great
with
spot, right?
everyone. Great spot. He
Will's chill.
probably would like to bring Ava to the end
Yeah.
over
That's a
Mm-hmm.
Ashley,
great pair.
possibly,
Yeah.
just because
And
Ashley
he could
would
win come.
win.
But
Will
doesn't
could
Will
win
know the
come.
secret? Doesn't Will know Ashley's secret though? He's not
Yeah,
going to
he
want to bring
knows.
her to the end.
He knows she's a
Exactly.
warrior.
Like he would not. Like maybe he would bring her to like final 4, final 3, depending on who he's with. But I think that Will's best chance is with Ava
Me too.
or Lauren.
No
But I don't
doubt.
know if they bring Lauren that far. They might actually. Huh.
I have
And
an
yeah,
Well,
we're gonna see
Lauren-
principally with
Well-
Vince.
Yeah. I mean, if it's all about just who gets the jury votes, yeah, it'll be Will. But I mean, everybody has pretty much a better argument, I would think. Well, Ashley probably doesn't have an argument right now. She hasn't turned it on yet. Ava probably doesn't have a very good argument either. She did win that HOH though, and that's more than Will ever did.
Yes, but
Will-
then she says like I was manipulated. I was manipulated. So
She
like
got out
Ava.
Zach. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but Will hasn't had a chance to be. Well, I guess that's a strength then, because he hasn't had a chance to be manipulated.
He gave it
because,
to her. He gave her. He
You know,
gave her
if
whole
any,
answer.
if anything, he's
Yeah.
subtly manipulating. So I guess that's
Yes.
yeah. That's why I like his social game, because he's just good with it. He's playing the way I wish Vince would. You know, just
Mhm.
because he wants to be good with
100%.
everybody too. It's just that he's doing it wrong. He's not doing it right. Will is
Yeah.
doing it right, and
But he also has the age factor on his side. Like
Well,
people
he
are
has-
saying, "Oh, they shouldn't make him play those comps. He's too old. They can break a hip." Like
Oh,
people
God.
have this image. Yeah, I can't remember who was saying it, Ashley or somebody.
They were actually saying
It would be Ashley.
Oh my
It would be
goodness.
that is
Ashley.
funny.
Yeah.
Right, so people
treat-
are
treats
unless
him like
she's
her
working
dad.
for him, unless she's doing the work for him, he's definitely been advertising that he can't do anything.
Well, that's.
Yeah, Will-
I mean,
Will
I
has
think
a
that's
good
part of
chance
his.
to win this
I
game.
think that's part of his game too, though. You know that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if he gets to the end, he wins the game.
Well,
I think
see
so.
that
I think he
don't
has a
know about.
chance.
I mean, he has a chance, sure, because people are good with him, but
Well,
he
right-
needs
right
to do
now,
something.
Put
He
on
needs
your
to do
seatbelt,
something.
sir. Put on your seatbelt, sir. We're about to see Will get over there.
And what I mean by something is he at least needs to turn the vote, or he has to influence the HOH or something. He has to put his thumb on.
He did.
me.
He does his little talk with the people, and then he tells them little things. And then
Yeah,
they
but is
to
that the
listen to
key?
him.
He scared Vince
But
into
is it-
not putting up Rachel
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
doing
or
his
Well, there you
job.
go.
Ashley.
Yep.
Because it's one thing to do enough to
Like
protect
he's the one that
yourself.
said, you
but
don't
if-
want to get them mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different
Oh,
when you're
I
turning the
He's
direction.
definitely swaying things.
Okay. Well, then
Something
that
I
makes it
hadn't
even
thought
more.
of. Something I
Yeah.
hadn't thought of in regards to the going back to the wall comp was something I heard this week was that do you guys ever recall seeing Rachel compete in that in all her seasons?
I
The wall comp?
I don't know. Because
Yeah,
she won a lot
apparently
of
she never
HOHs.
has.
Yeah, because
She
she won a
never
lot of
has.
HOHs,
It's fully
and
worked out.
I think she was ineligible every time. Yeah.
Yeah, they went
You think
back
that's why
and every
they
season
delayed the wall comp?
yes, that's what I'm headed. Every season she's been in,
Oh,
she didn't have to do it for whatever reason.
uh-oh.
It was an interesting tidbit. It's an interesting tidbit. I thought I'd throw in the mix.
Sure, but another interesting, I guess, thing I heard about Rachel is that she won the 7th HOH, which tied her for the all-time HOH record in Big Brother US. So one
What
more
was
HOH,
Janelle's
and
record?
she'll
I don't even
be
remember
alone
Janelle's.
as
What
the
was
sole.
Janelle?
Well, she, as far as comps, Janelle is like tied with the Jags of the world, right? But
Oh, okay. I had forgotten.
but Jag only
I can't
played
remember.
one season, bro. You know.
Yeah.
True.
Janelle played 4 seasons anyway. But
Michael, don't forget.
that's my boy.
Let's not forget Michael.
Oh, Mike, I
Michael.
can't.
Are covered in your blood. I am the most dominant, masterful, and strategic player in this house.
He's not lying. He's
In
not
this
lying.
house. In this house.
So
You guys,
silly.
we still got cats. We still got cats, dogs,
On the
cats.
feeds. Yeah.
So that's where
Okay,
we're
so
at.
we still don't have. It's 1, 2, 3,
Nope.
4, and we still don't have any info on our HOH. Before
No.
we sign off, or if anybody is up for it, is there anything that people are saying, or is there any buzz on our social medias that's going on in the present time to talk about, or anything over the past week to bring in before we sign off?
Well, you
I
know.
mean, I think we've covered most of it. I mean, the buzz
Yeah.
is that the two people they consider sort of the troublemaker couple are now gone. So now we can talk about something else besides Catherine and Riley for 2 weeks.
Well, let's talk
That'd
about
be
Riley
nice.
though, because
Oh,
I mean he's being portrayed great on the edits. I heard rumors though that he was trying to sue CBS for $15 million for defamation.
He did that to himself.
And CBS tried to portray him well. Like they were
I thought so.
releasing the heck out of their showmans there. That he was awful in the feeds and people caught up on that.
Well, that's
on
why.
him.
That's why I don't know if that rumor is exactly true. And if it's true about the
Yeah.
lawsuit, maybe they're suing him because there was also the speculation that okay, I'm not saying yay or nay what I believe happened, but there was the speculation that it was a setup for him to be evicted, for him to not win the blockbuster, for Rachel to put him up in the first place. There's all this speculation. So
Because all that
maybe
came out of nowhere, right? It seemingly came out of nowhere from the house.
well, yeah, right? So everybody could kind of like it's not unbelievable. It's not crazy out of left field or anything, but
True.
that was kind of so maybe that's what the lawsuit was referring to. Like they're trying to maybe claim a breach of the contract if they were forcing him out. I'm not sure.
Well, it's definitely
Yeah,
not a
it's true that it's a
confirmed thing. It's definitely a rumor. It's not
Exactly.
anything
Yeah.
confirmed or anything, but there was
Exactly.
there were at least words said. I guess Riley's mom is being active or vocal in certain things, trying to protect her baby, whatever.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for her. I mean, like, I don't know why the audience always thinks that if you're worse than the bully you're accusing, it's somehow justified. That's the only thing I have a problem with here. When people start saying, taking it overboard, insulting his family. He probably is a good guy. And this is just a tendency in a relationship to be insecure and possessive. I know a ton of insecure and possessive people in successful, peaceful relationships. They just know that their partner behaves a certain way. They can deal with it or put them in their place. It's just a thing. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people took it way too far. And I'm not saying
I
what
kind
he
of agree.
did, those things that we heard were pleasant to witness. But again, we don't witness that in anyone else's relationship either, because that stuff does kind of stay behind closed doors. And for them to accuse him of what they were accusing him of, as the mother, I would be crushed if I knew that, like, yeah, my son was messing up, but he's really not a bad kid. But he's messing up. And I try to tell him this all the time, but he's really not a bad kid. Like, I feel bad. I feel bad. And that's the only thing that bothers me, when
Well,
people online feel like they're justified in behaving worse than the person they're accusing.
I guess the only thing I would say about that is that I had my thought that I lost it. Go ahead, Colleen. You were saying something.
Well, I was just going to say that I felt bad for her, and that there's always a trend of this too. And this is just in life in general, right? Where I'm not going to call them out. I heard at least 3 different podcasters being like, "Oh, she must have been a terrible parent. Look at the son she raised, and this and that and the other."
Horrible.
Would you like that for everybody that you know? I know plenty of wonderful, decent parents that, due to outside influence or whatever, exhibit behaviors that aren't like obviously their parents. I mean, I'm not saying, it's just that, like, it was just unmitigated. Like, I didn't hear one person give the benefit of a doubt to his mom. And
Yeah.
I do
I don't
agree
know.
with that. It's
Yeah.
not
You know what I
nice, like,
mean?
especially because those comments of like, "Oh, she didn't raise him right." Like, it's always
You don't know how she
all
raised him.
centered
They're
around
saying
the mother, as if like it's always the mother's fault for how the kids
right.
turn out. Which,
Nothing about the
of course, like
dad.
there is parental accountability to a certain extent, but when you're an adult and you make your own choices, like, we cannot keep the parents accountable for absolutely everything, and especially like focus it so much on the mother. Like, where's the father? Like, I don't hear anyone like blaming the father as well. Like, I don't know. That to me screams a little bit of
also, I
misogyny.
would say,
But that doesn't mean that the criticism towards Riley is unwarranted, because he was doing a lot of red flaggy things in the house. And while like, there's some people that are going to take it to the extreme and insult him and his ancestors, but they are just like,
it's a unique situation in a very limited time span in a relationship, right? Kind of a thing.
And she likes him, confirmed. She likes him. She even said she loves him to Rachel.
And I got, I'm just trying to give a different, like, I realize all the bad things, and you'll get that on every podcast. What I will say, I want to just do a little of the other, and that when they've talked to people, they've already, I can't even name them right now, but there's several, friends of in his life, whatever. I've heard various things where, like, in real life, he's a great guy. This is just showing a certain side. Like, everybody says, great guy, great guy. Everybody in the house thought he was a great guy. Right? They probably won't think so much when they see some of this, but it's singling out a certain aspect that probably is a problem, maybe for him, but maybe again, it's a situation of, I'm not explaining it away, but okay, let me put it this way. As I've said before, Catherine, for an example, everybody, oh, poor Catherine, poor Catherine. It might work for them, because Catherine is not like, she's not what do you call it? She's not an innocent that doesn't know life. Okay, it being in part of a dance world situation, myself and my background, as doing point ballet, she would have been around a lot of these kind of characters in her swimming background, in in her dance background. Like, she's not a naive kid that just sat at home all day long. So they're all like, oh, poor Catherine, poor Catherine. I'm sure she's very aware of certain things. Maybe she wants to accept certain things. Maybe certain things make her feel a certain way.
Maybe she wants to put him in his place later when she finds out.
And maybe she's thinking when she gets out of this house, she'll set him straight on a few things. It's hard to know exactly. You know, there's a lot of these relationships on these shows. People, you know, they couldn't stand Rachel, right? Her first couple shows. And just like Dee, as you've pointed out, oh, now, okay, I'm liking this new Rachel or whatever. But there were a lot of things people accepted about Rachel for the previous seasons that she was in. How, you know, maybe how she was with this person or that person, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
but
just
they
feel like
didn't
he's not
call
given any
her.
grace. I'm not saying what obviously the things that were caught on camera were not great moments, okay? But I'm just saying, I just feel like it's just wildly like, you know, it's going to be really hard for him to recover from this, or for her.
I
I
hope
don't
he
know how it's
learns
going to
at
be for
least
them on the outside. I hope the best for them both. I hope the best for them both.
I mean,
But I don't
we
think
don't know
he
what they're
meant.
gonna do outside of the house
Yeah.
now that they're both out. If they continue, they don't continue. Like that's on them. That's their choices, like you say. But I don't. I think the audience is like, just like he is free to act however he wants. People also are free to criticize his behavior for
That's
what
true.
they see.
You totally. And criticism,
So
yeah, but calling him a murderer and saying like we're gonna run
Oh,
and save her
don't
from
do
that
that.
house, like
Oh,
somebody brought up a good point, because they said like they're saying that they were fearful, sorry, for her in that house, and they wanted to save
Yeah.
her. And
Yeah.
that's
see,
when it started to become an exaggeration for me, because first of all, in the house, that's the safest place for her to be. Second of all,
absolutely.
you evict her the week later and succumb her to him and his
Yes.
dramatics and his
Hurt me.
exaggerated feelings now that he knows the reality of the situation. So now
Right.
you're putting her in even more danger, and with
Correct.
everybody exaggerating it so much, saying he's going to kill her in her sleep, he's a this, he's a
Oh,
that. Everybody is fueling this fire that never existed. And I get I understand
that's
being
the internet.
aware
Yeah.
and being concerned for,
good.
but that's dangerous, right?
I mean,
Because
it is
all
like
the
you have a lot
people,
of radical people, a lot of like very crazy extremist people in the
exactly.
internet.
And
It's
with
always a
people,
minority, but they exist. And I agree that some people definitely take it too far. Like, I wouldn't be surprised that there were people that were sending death threats to his family and whatnot. And yeah, that is not
Whoa.
okay. You
and
shouldn't
that's
send death threats to
contagious,
anyone.
and that's
Um, but
contagious.
and I get that part, but the valid criticism, like, you know,
Valid
it's
criticism, yeah,
valid.
is I could never be with somebody like that. Valid criticism isn't saying he's going to kill her. That's not the same. So, I mean,
Yes.
I understand saying red flags in a relationship, yeah, but if we all like look at everybody who's together right now, this day on this planet, if we all talked about the red flags of our partner and things that we didn't like about them, everyone would be single. So there
Yeah.
has to be something that people are okay to
True.
live with. And people do behave like him, women and men. And from what we
Yes.
saw, we didn't see anything like the exaggerated version. From exactly what we saw, so many people behave like that. And so many good people too.
But again,
They're
just
not
because it's
horrible people.
normalized, just because it's common that you see it often everywhere, doesn't mean it's okay.
But we're
That's why
instinctive
lots of
Well,
creatures,
standards
right?
are changing and evolving, like nowadays, right? Like,
But we are
um,
still instinctive creatures. So there are some things that you can't just form. You can't create a person. You can't make a personality. So there are innate things inside of people. Like if he is really insecure in relationships and
nature and nurture, that comes to personal development. Like, you as a person, what are you doing to become a better person every day too, right?
yeah, but it's
If you
not
use the
Pleasantville.
excuse
I'm
of like,
just
oh,
saying.
I'm just like this,
I
therefore like
get
you
it.
have to deal with my flaws, like that to me tells me like,
well, also
no,
this is
no,
like they
No,
weren't
but
like
we don't
they
live
weren't
in
on the show for.
Pleasantville.
But the other thing that this isn't like they don't mean to be poster children for relationships, right? This is just
Well,
something that
that
sort
too.
of
Yeah. I'm
occurred.
not saying he
You
should
know,
write a
this is
self-help
something that
book.
just occurred in the middle of a game that's a 24/7 game, right? That's like all aspects of different things. But at the same time, you're in a game. So he's like he's your alliance at the same time, right? Which is how it
but
is
then
in all showmances of all seasons. So
but
kind of
then my
like
question would be, why did production not show the relationship as it was? What did they try to romanticize it,
Because
sanitize
that's
it,
not
take away all the creepy parts instead of just show what it
because
is?
that's
Like, if
not a
it's
part.
They're putting on a
okay, like you
show,
guys
but
say.
Because
yeah,
personally, I believe that's not relevant to the game. She
right.
expressed that she also cared about him. So it's not that he was coming
Yes.
after her and completely manipulating her. She
She
also
was
liked
not a
him,
victim. None
right?
of that.
Mickey liked him
Yeah.
too. So there were attractive things about this person. So when you're
I
already
remember
attracted
Mickey
to somebody,
that
you
that
kind
first
of
day
deal
Mickey had
with
put on his cowboy hat. I remember that. Do you guys remember that? When she put on his cowboy hat, like the
I do.
first day
yeah,
when
yeah.
when we were introduced to the characters.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, you know
Sure,
what
when
I
you
mean.
don't
But
know
go
them.
on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa.
Yeah. No, that's all. I'm just saying that I can see like there is something attractive about him. He is
And he's
to an
not, and
extent a
also he's
good
not from
person.
LA. Like, oh, the other thing I wanted to say, just real quick, and I know this is no excuse, but a lot of the newbies, and we know this, right? This drives us all crazy. They do a lot of these recruits now, right? People who haven't actually, been watching faithfully Big Brother seasons. I mean, I know Meow, you're kind of new to it, but I'm just saying in general, the contestants used to be people that were kind of had watched the show or whatnot. So they have a lot of these like newbies or whatever. And there have been some people that were saying that apparently with different conversations, I guess, that have leaked either from production or whatever, that both Catherine and Riley sort of didn't be quite aware, like they were aware, but not totally aware that this is 24/7. We're picking up their sneezing, like we're picking up everything. Like, I don't know that they were. I know people go, "Oh, that's ridiculous." Of course, they know.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like in Riley exit interview with
Julie?
Julie.
Any of them, but yeah, go
Julie,
ahead.
I forgot her name. In the interview with Julie, he was like, she said something about like something he said in the house. He was like, "Oh, you heard that?" And
How
then
did
Julie
they
was like, "Yeah, we
know?
heard a lot. We heard something along those lines." And
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right that they were
And he
always
said that,
aware.
and they've had that in some other interviews too, or something. I think it was Entertainment Weekly or something. Anyways, and they said there was something too, even though the Catherine at the time was still in the house. Something leaked out about her telling one of the producers like, oh, she didn't get it quite or something. I don't remember what the exact thing was, but in any case, these aren't people that are thinking their relationship is getting sort of critiqued. I mean, like you would think, oh, they should know this. But they're not thinking that. They're thinking of just game stuff. We like each other. We're in a showmance, I guess they call it, and whatever. But they aren't thinking that every word probably or whatever is being critiqued to the American people. I mean, you would expect they should know it. I get it. But I also could understand that maybe not so much. Or like in Riley's case, right? I think, where is he from? Oklahoma or one of these places, right? Like, these aren't all what do you call LA savvy people. Like at this point, people like Rachel, they're LA savvy. They're do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mix of people as far as like where they're from, backgrounds, they hit
Yeah,
the
like
game to the
obviously,
whole
like your
thing.
background,
You
where
know
you
what I
grow up,
mean?
the people,
Yeah.
the
Like
culture
obviously somebody
you
like me, I
grow
can
up
pretty
around
sort
does a
of,
lot in how you
yeah,
think, how
I've
you
been here my
behave.
life, so I flip
Mhm.
to it. Yeah.
But again, that does not excuse it.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
anyway,
And what I was
You can
going to
understand
say,
where it comes from, but you doesn't excuse it.
yeah, what I was going to say earlier is that what I saw of Riley on TV, I didn't like. I was not a fan of. I called it out early and was waiting for him to be gone. He was on my team. He was drafted as one of my players, and I was like, get off! Get out of here! Right? I was like, I don't care if you go.
Yeah,
The,
I just want
the
to
thing is,
make
though,
it clear.
thing
I
is-
don't
the-
think I don't think he should be writing a self-help book or anything. I just
yeah,
want to make that
exactly,
clear.
of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
the thing I'm trying to get at though is that Big Brother is a very diverse place, like you've all mentioned, right? People from different kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of different ways of thinking from all over the country. All the people that were closest and into the situation, that lived in it 24/7, that saw it firsthand, they all seem to have loved this guy. Absolutely
In
adored
fact,
him.
Cass just put that in the chat if you guys have seen it. Where even Mickey, what was that? What did Cass say? Anyway, but exactly right. Even like Mickey was like, you know, they would think,
They're gonna
that he
hate
was a great
her.
guy.
So they've seen him and his
Yeah,
behavior firsthand, up front,
No.
And they
not
like
through a
him. And
camera
people-
lens, not through a live screen,
And people
not
that
through
know
a...
him like him.
Well, the point
People
that
that know him
everyone's
like him.
making with this toxic kind of behavior, the point is that people are making is that usually the man or woman that behaves that way doesn't show that to everybody. They keep that
Exactly.
behind the closed door, which is still
That's
fine
true.
because it's embarrassing to say you weren't holding my hand in front of everyone. But they really feel that way, so they say it behind closed
And I
doors.
could even picture my dad saying that to my mom, like we were in public,
Okay.
and you know, why didn't
I'm
you
just
this
saying
or
it was,
that?
it was so hidden, though. It was so hidden for 2 months that no one else in the house saw it at all, including Catherine, knew what was happening to directly.
Yeah, because it wasn't a big deal that it was happening. It's not like Catherine was
I mean,
fighting
it's not like they
him.
were neutral to this guy. They loved this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what does that tell you? Yeah. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to get at. What
That
I'm
he's
saying is
probably
that
a
the
decent
way
guy who's bad in
I have a
relationships.
feeling
But
he's
I'm,
a good guy.
That means
but
he's
what I,
very
but
charming.
what I'm saying is that when I saw him on TV, though, I didn't like him. Didn't like his vibe. Didn't like the way he was talking.
Well, I told
You're
you
saying
guys
the
he's not even my
referring to
type.
people.
Yeah.
So when I think about
not
this
my
guy
type
saying
either.
that he
He's
was
her type.
defamed, right? It makes sense in my mind in a way because, you know, if the people that were right there from these very diverse backgrounds, up close and personal, seeing him and living with him for months,
Yeah.
including the woman that he's
They thought
doing
he was
this to, are
America's
all
favorite.
vouching for him.
Yes.
Then
they're saying that they thought.
then
Zach
what am I
even said-
seeing?
Zach said they
Please,
all
Colleen, go
thought
ahead.
that he was loved. They all thought that he was probably AFP or whatever. That's what
Yes.
Zach said.
And that's exactly what charm does. Like he must be a very charming person. He must come across very good when you meet him in person. But again,
He probably
being
has a lot of good
charming,
qualities,
knowing
and
how
anger
to
management
like
isn't one of them.
being charming doesn't make you automatically inherently a good person. There are
But it
many
also
awful
doesn't make
people
you
in this world that are
automatically.
charming.
But it
But they
also
ain't
doesn't.
either.
Yeah, but it also doesn't make you violent either, and that's what people are
Yeah.
jumping
We
to.
did see outbursts
Violence?
of anger here and there that were
We
kind
did,
of.
yeah, but we didn't see violence.
Not
People can be
violent. We didn't see
angry.
nothing physical.
I mean,
And
yeah,
I
like,
know
he's not
you
gonna
don't-
up and start punching people when he knows he's on TV. And I'm not saying that he punches people in real life, like or
Well,
whatever.
but
like,
that's
I'm
what
saying that
people are alluding to, right? And that's not
Right.
that
I
might
know
not be
tons of
true.
people that talk. They call it talking like a truck driver. I have known plenty of people in my life that if you heard them talk, holy hell, but they would not touch a fly. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that do that.
It just
verbally
seems like
a lot.
nowadays,
It doesn't
no,
necessarily follow they're gonna beat you silly because they
all I'm gonna
cuss
say
a lot
is
and yell a
time
lot.
will
You know?
tell.
yeah,
Time
and
will
all
tell,
and I
and eventually we
and I
will.
just want to make the public service announcement that it just seems like nowadays there's no happy medium. There's no
isn't.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you have to take one
extreme or the other.
side or the other. And I kind of like to see both sides. Like I said, I know people who won't hurt people, but they don't sound like they're fun to be with in a relationship. But some people
Right.
can handle that, and some people put that person in their place, and some people have kids with them and are happily married for decades. Like there's always flaws in people, and I just don't
there's
think
always
that
background.
people
There's
going
always
to that
background to it,
extreme
too.
right away,
Not to get
right?
personal.
I don't
but
know.
even
Yeah,
knowing
like I
That's
get
all
that
I
everyone
think.
has a baggage. Everybody has like the
Yes.
background, like you say, the nurture part. Like who did you grow around with? Like what was it like? How did it shape you? How did you become who you are? And of course, everybody has their flaws. But to me, like maybe just me, but like I think like part of the point of growing up and like living life is to try to be a better person. Like obviously there's no like a pinnacle, like one
But
only
there's
way
no
to
saying
be a
that he
good
is
person.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
try.
just-
He's
But
trying.
you can still strive
He
to
might
like
be
maybe like
trying.
not hurt
Yeah.
people at the very least. I don't know, or like I don't know.
And there's the yin and the yang of it too. Like I
It's
can tell
true.
you,
No,
I
you're
don't want to.
right.
I'm not
And
gonna.
it's just
I'm not
impossible for us to not have flaws. It's impossible. We come with flaws. Like that's
Of course, like everyone has flaws, but let's say if I don't know, like if I'm at work, let's say, and I have a really bad day, and because I'm in like a super terrible mood, I say a bad thing to my coworker, let's say, and that makes her feel bad. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, no, that's just how I am, and then leave it at that. Like the least I can do is apologize and be like, I'm so sorry, and like take accountability for it and like kind of like do better next time. But the what I'm trying to say is that some people might want to deflect and be like, oh no, like you took it wrong, and like brush it off, and in that sense, like in the like take accountability
for
for the
life.
mistakes you
Yeah.
make, for the mistakes that your flaws cause, for example, and like keep it in mind for next time, that's part of growing as a human, like
Well,
as
you might be
a
doing
person.
that. We don't
Well,
know.
in
And
He
that
might,
too, there
work
haven't
on
been
some of
any.
these things. He might be
Yeah,
working on some of these things.
totally.
We don't know.
exactly,
And
that's why I
also with
say
And we didn't
time will
see any
tell.
big upsets
We will see in
because
the
of his
future,
flaws.
and we will see which reads
Yeah.
were um
And
I guess
there's also the yin and the yang. Like I can give you, no, I can give you an example also. A lot of it too is what each person needs. I can tell you in with my own parents, there was a situation. I understand in Catherine's situation, right? Her biological mom died, right? And she's got a stepmom or an ex-stepmom or whatever it is. In my own mom's life, she lost her mom at a very young age. My dad, who, you know, he could get angry and that, but my dad was the type that he fulfilled something in my mom. My mom liked the way my dad was. Maybe it was something she needed. My dad wasn't perfect. They loved each other. They understood each other.
Like a
He
Bonnie
was
and
what
Clyde.
he was what she needed at that time, and they worked through their issues, and they were married 44 years before his death. So I mean, but maybe if my mom still had her mom through her 20s or whatever, she might have picked different. I don't know. But at the time, that's what she needed. It worked for her. She wasn't blindfolded by it. She wasn't naive to it, but she liked it. She liked the guy who took control, and she liked the guy, to like, if they were going to go shopping for a car, you might say, oh, your mom was whatever, because she wanted my dad to pick what he thought the best car was for her. She liked that. Some women like that.
Like there's no one saying that,
Okay,
that's
and
not
so,
wrong. Like people like there's people for everything.
yes.
But I don't think anyone likes to be, like, I don't know, beaten, for example. Like just like a very, very strong
Right.
example
But
of
that's
the
the
boundary.
whole
There
thing,
are
that we never
lines, I
saw
think, that are
Riley do anything
pretty
like that. BB
hard,
Production would never have allowed him to do something like that. Like BB Production would never have allowed that. That would have been stopped. If
No, of course.
visible,
He wouldn't behave like that in the house. I don't think so, at least.
It was like the
I don't think
precogs.
I don't
Everyone's
think
just.
he did it. I don't think he would have done it outside either. I mean, I feel like if he did, that would have come out. Or like, when they're doing, background check. I don't know.
But I can see like the red flags that it triggers, and then where people are coming from too, because a lot of times abusers are very charming and nobody believes that they could do something like that, So I can see why people would have that panic reaction, which of course is at the end of the day, like it's a reaction. It doesn't tell that he will actually, like, I don't think he would have done anything in the house beyond his very creepy, very controlling behavior. I don't think he would have done anything
outside the house either. I have a personal feeling he just might be like a rage guy, whatever. But that's for them to work out, and we'll see. Like, they're both young people. Obviously, they're young people, so they're growing and learning and all that. And we don't know that none of that's taking place. It might be taking place. We don't know. He might, look back at some of the stuff he said, and he said, oh, and look at himself, and he might go, oh man, that's not good. Like, we don't know, when he,
that would be the best
now.
result, honestly. Like some self-reflection and growing. Kind of
result.
like Keanu, for example. Like Keanu has a very clear bias that he doesn't believe women no matter what. That's a big part of why he wasn't working with Rachel. And I do think that when he comes out of the house and he realizes that, oh wait, I have this implicit bias, he's gonna work through it, and he's gonna come out like, better, believing people regardless of gender. So of course there's space for growing better. Time
But I
will
guess
tell.
what I was getting upset
It could
about
be
though is
scorned.
I don't feel like they were giving Riley a chance though to like do all these things they say they want him to do. The same thing with Kat. Like I feel like it's like, okay, you're banished from the kingdom. You know, we hope you die when you leave the show. Like they're evil people. Like how is that going to help make him get on a positive track? You know what I mean? Like you think it'd be the opposite. Like you really hope, you know, that you learn from this. You know, maybe get some counseling if you need it. But it's for you guys to work out, you know, when you go home to your families or whatever. But I feel like they didn't even want to give, you know, anyways, I just feel like it was over the top, the reaction, instead of letting them work it out. Let them work it out. I was
Well,
actually
there
hoping
are
for
people
Catherine
that
to
are
have more
giving
time.
them grace. Like you guys
I
are
was hoping
giving
Catherine
Riley
would have
grace,
more
and I'm
time.
sure that he would appreciate that not everyone is against him.
It's hard. It's hard
I
when like
personally,
one
I
negative.
wouldn't give grace to a guy like that. I would cut him out of my life and never see him again. So I can't really hold any good feelings towards Riley, but that like, again, time will tell. But there's people that give grace.
I was hoping that Catherine would
we'll
have
see.
more time in the house also because I thought being how hard it was, honestly, being how hard it was, mine is probably for different reasons. Mine was that being how hard it was on Riley and his realization of what was happening, right? When he gets out, right? And all the stuff that was thrown on him and the hatred and all the stuff. I really wanted him to be able to have more time by himself and Catherine away from it also, so that when she did get released, let's say she got, you know, voted out or whatever, 2-3 weeks from now, it would have given him time as well to kind of like help her. Cause I always felt they probably were genuinely close. And as she said to Julie that they were, I wanted to give him time more to know how to help approach her of how they were both, the whole situation was viewed. Like it would have given him more time to sort of know what he was going to do to help, you know, help her through it when she gets out and finds out all this backlash, right? Revolving around both of them pretty much. And I just would have been better had he had more time to think about how he was going to do this or whatever, and for her to have more time. But, you know, they didn't even give her that chance. I was really hoping she'd get that chance, but it is what it is. So she'll be thrown right in while it's still hot. Because like in a few weeks, it would have died down a little bit with him. People would have lost focus on him and gone on to something else. But now it's still hot. And now Catherine's released right into it. And these people that act like they cared how she coped, well, you know,
yeah, that is worrying. That is worrying. Lots of grilling online. You know, that is most definitely going to happen. I do hope they stay off social media for a while because they need it.
Me too. Yeah,
it's always the best advice, right?
Same.
Yeah, no.
And with that,
okay. Any last words? Anybody want to? Lisa, would you like to plug our socials?
Oh yeah, you guys gotta check us out on X and on Instagram at lockedinrtv. We try to keep up with the latest, and we hope to see you there.
Excellent. D, any last words?
No, I'll be my last word if you play that video again.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I told you I don't like this guy, and then you play the video again. Please.
Is that a challenge? Do I play it again?
You want me to erase myself completely from this guy?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Are we talking? What do you? Is there a particular video you're referring to?
The Jag video. I think she means the Jag video.
Ooh, I think so too.
You're a fan of Jag?
It was cringy.
I'm so close to doing it. No. It's such a great clip, honestly.
I also want to thank
the irony. The irony.
Why is everybody hating on Jag? Absolutely.
Even Cass is in on it in the chat.
Not hating, just like
Cass just gave him a boo.
We're too perfect.
You see that boo Jag in the chat
to
there?
end our show, just so y'all know, the HOH has been completed. The HOH has been completed.
Yes.
The HOH has been completed? Who won?
It has been completed. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, here we go. Breaking news.
Breaking
Where is it?
news.
Yeah.
Drum
Where is it?
roll.
Where is it?
I know it.
Where
Can I
is
Use
say
it
it?
out
Can I
first.
say it? Can I say it?
Say it, say it, say it.
Yes, you
It's
can say it.
Kelly.
Kelly!
I said
We're in
it.
for
Did I
a
say
week.
it? Did I say it?
Finally.
Lisa,
Righteous.
Lisa, did I
That is
say it?
righteous.
Lisa, did I
I
Yeah,
say
and
it?
I forgot to
Did I
bet.
say it? And we
Good
both
for
bet on
her.
her.
I can't wait. This will be great. This will
Yeah.
be great,
Oh,
you
this is
guys.
gonna
I
be
love
a
it.
week. I look forward to it.
This is gonna be that. I think this is kind of best
I
case
want some
scenario.
money.
This is best case scenario.
Pure chaos.
Oh my
I
god.
did it
So
again.
much
It's my
chaos.
fourth time naming the HOH.
Woohoo!
Where's my camera?
Kelly.
All right. Kelly the
Oh,
comp
my.
beast. She is the comp beast of this year. This
Kelly,
is
Kelly,
fantastic.
Kelly.
Yes.
Okay,
This
now
is
that we have this
fantastic.
information, what does this HOH look like?
I think Vince
Oh,
and Rachel are gonna be on the
full-time
block.
now.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. I
Yep.
can't wait.
Oh, la, la.
All right.
Oh,
I
can't wait.
predict
They're
Vince,
shaking in their
Rachel,
boots.
and maybe
Oh,
Mickey. I
Rachel,
don't know, maybe
Mickey,
Ashley. I don't know who would be the third, but Vince and Rachel for sure.
Vince. Vince, Rachel.
This is good. I can't wait for the combos this week.
I don't
you
know. I
guys.
think she,
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
unless it's a two. It
Oh,
might
wait
be
a
two,
second.
right?
No. Was it Kelly?
I don't know.
You guys, I just saw another post that said Keanu is the HOH.
Whoa!
Oh, la, la. Okay.
What is that? What does that mean?
Hang on. Why did that
I see
happen?
Morgan and Ashley
That
eating
means
Who am I
together.
going to blame
Morgan
for
and
this?
Ashley
Let
are
me
eating
find who
together.
posted that on X, and I'm going to
You
shout them out
guys,
right
you
now
gotta
for
find
being
out.
wrong. Where did that post just go? I just reposted it. Okay, don't tune into our X account right now because it has incorrect information.
Okay. Okay.
But I see Keanu. I see Keanu has won from more than a few people. Feeds Fairy.
Oh wait,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, la,
did
la.
Keanu get it? Let's
Is
see if he's
Keanu
gonna do what he
winning?
said he'd do. I don't think he will though.
Are we
He was
kidding?
I
in
will
that
give
room
it
and
to
he
you.
was in that
Big Brother
Cinderella
Buzz.
suit.
What?
Okay,
what-
erase that. Yeah, it's Keanu. Everybody says
It is
it's
Keanu?
official. Keanu and Kelly will at least make it to jury.
Wow.
Wow.
Kelly
Wow.
and Keanu were the top two.
Congratulations,
It says
I
Kelly and
knew.
Keanu
Kelly
were top
and
two in
Keanu were the
HOH.
top two. Wow.
Who does that
Wait,
mean?
there's
is
two
the,
HOH? What the fuck?
It says Kelly and Keanu were the top two, so I guess he won, but people are
And she
shouting
got
her out
second.
for being close.
Oh, la, la.
It literally said, like, go look at her X. There's the proof. It said that Kelly won.
Keanu.
Either of the two win, we're in for a week.
Right? Either
Oh,
way.
this is great.
Keanu's going to put up Rachel.
And
Keanu's
Ashley,
gonna-
possibly.
I
He's
don't
been after
know.
Ashley
And
I
for a
don't know if
Ashley.
he
while.
will.
He can't just be talking all that talk and then not do anything about it. He's
I
He
just
know.
said he doesn't
backed
want
himself in a
again,
corner
he
at
does-
this point. You know.
No, he
Yep.
said he doesn't want to do it. He wants the other people to do his job.
Yeah, but now he might have to with everyone in
Yeah.
his ear.
Well, go ahead. Let's see how much balls he have.
Right? I don't
look
know
forward
about
to
the
seeing
guys
his
in this
moves, yeah.
house.
I believe more Kelly than him.
Yeah, I think Kelly had higher chances of putting
Well, Kelly,
Putting-
yeah, Keanu
I
has
thought
more
so.
of a-
Okay,
Kelly definitely
Keanu.
was. Yeah.
Ah, we're in for one ride.
Oh, this is
roller
gonna be
coaster of the
great.
week.
This is gonna be great. I love it.
Thank you, Tasha.
Thanks, Tasha.
Tiana's not gonna put up.
Tasha's in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
she is.
Not gonna
she
put it
confirmed
higher,
that
Tasha.
Keanu is HOH.
I was
Yeah.
looking
That's
on who
awesome.
That
to
was weird.
go
Why does
on.
it go from Kelly to Keanu? Well, that's double K.
Because Kelly was
a
second.
K letter.
Rachel,
Kelly got
Ashley,
Post.
and
Ignore our live.
Oh la
Mickey.
la. Yeah, this
with Morgan
is...
as the
I
back
think this is
door.
gonna be great.
Not the same
I kinda like
gender,
this.
but not the same
I'm
gender,
liking
but the
Ashley.
same letter.
Now the question is he still going to try to ride with Vince despite all of
He
the
might.
betrayal.
I
He
know, he's a
probably
sucker.
Of
will.
course.
He will.
I think Keanu
It's Keanu.
Keanu said that
Every time he wakes up
if
and
he
gets
cries,
back
then he's
together
not
with him.
lying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said, I picked you both from the beginning. It was you and me. I saw something
I
in you.
picked you. I chose
I
you.
remember
So
that
kiss
speech.
my
No,
Yeah,
no
like,
way.
I can't quit
Great,
you.
he's
I
great.
can't quit you. It was like an episode
So
of Grey's
Oh my God, they're
Anatomy,
gonna have
guys.
another fight
can't
this week.
quit you.
I want to watch Rachel and Keanu fight again.
It was
Oh,
Big
so
Brother
good.
spoilers.
There's likely going to be a lot of
It's gonna be
that.
great.
Oh,
No,
Oh my
there you
gosh,
go.
must see TV for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nobody
goodness, this is
lies.
gonna be
Well,
good
they're all
stuff.
talking. They're all talking live right now. I could
Oh, I
see all
can't wait
of
to
them.
watch. Well, then we better go so we can watch you guys.
let's
Okay.
go. Let's
Well,
go.
I'm glad we got
check
that
those
breaking
news.
news in. So
Good
there's only one thing
Thank
left to
you,
do at
Ed.
this point, everybody, and that's to say good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.
night.
Good night.
Thanks
See
for
ya. Good night.
coming.
Bye.
All right.